she hit me like saw that thing so beautiful. She just hit my heart, oh. Full force and she got me like I be like, baby, why you so fine? Gotta make you mine. So hard to find. Baby like, oh, how'd you do the thing? The way that you do it and she ain't even show nothing. She be walking around so confident, so heaven sent. I think she was meant to knock some daylight. Like, girl, you so fine. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah. Girl, you rockin' like, ooh, baby, so fine. Miss Baby, girl, you knockin' dead. Ooh, she was so sublime, super fine. She was never lying, strutting in the hills or her slides. Either way, eyes on her every single day, week, year. Everyone wondering how she does it with no fear. All that confidence, was it heaven sent? Does it come within? Does it come run out? I don't know. She'll just have them running out and in. Man, they want to sin, talking deadly sin with Mrs. Lady. I don't understand why she hit them like. Girl, you knockin' me. Oh, oh, oh. How you do it, thing you do? Yeah, yeah. Baby, you knockin' me. I'm always say.
Wedding cake, gelato, blue sherbs, I'm sparkle. From you see me in my shades, I'm high. He had some regular weed, some lemon and me or cheese. I told him hit one of these and get right. Chillin' watching Narco, big zoo, I'm sparkle. Feet up on a Friday night. I get high with my homies, I get high on my lonely. Smoky, I'm on a Friday vibe. Birthday, give me wedding cake, yeah, loud, just turned 28, G, that's an ounce, Neighbors complaining, car it's always so loud. That's the music and the weed, yeah, they know what I'm about, Monday when she hit me, play mode, in the clouds, Friday now and shorty one link, said I'm down, Bougie little baddie started moaning about me smoking, baby, hate the smell of weed, you better go back to your house, Cancel that John and call up a next chick, Nothing like a big spliff, neck and Netflix, Start with your food, yeah, I for shot the next thing, Cali in the country, got some shutters, X thing, Used to smoke amnesia, had to leave that in the past, Might forget your birthday, still remember all my bars, Women like we got different flavors on me, dog, Crush that, strap that, light that, bark up. Wedding cake, gelato, blue sherbs, I'm sparkle. From you see me in my shades, I'm high. He had some regular weed, some lemon and me or cheese. I told him hit one of these and get right. Chillin' watching Narco, big zoo, I'm sparkle. Feet up on a Friday night. I get high with my homies, I get high on my lonely. Smoky, I'm on a Friday vibe. Hopped out the ride to the smoke from the car, dog. Chippy, I'm a star, dog. Cali over star, dog. Niggas wanna start arms, too high for that, I don't wanna talk, I get too high to chat. Shotters can't give me shy food. My name's Chippy. If it's light for the price, boy, I got my own digits. Chip, you ain't a trapper though. How you know this weed stuff? Niggas can't bump me, only for a speaker. If you love Bill Spliff, keep a bill kit. I never ever ask a nigga if he's got chip. I hit this dank, they say it's bad for my health, but no one's got me like I got myself. I don't really see myself quitting these times. Nah, I can see me 70, 2, 3, 5s up. Women like we got different flavors on me, dog. Crush it, then we strap it, then we light it, then we bark up. Wedding cake, gelato, blue sherbs, I'm sparkle. From you see me in my shades, I'm high. He had some regular weed, some lemon, ammy or cheese. I told him hit one of these and get right. Chillin' watching Narco, big suit, I'm sparkle. Feet up on a Friday night. I get high with my homies, I get high on my lonely. Smoky, I'm on a Friday vibe.
You're he, mic check, you're he. Mhm. Your boy King James, aka London Man, aka London McLovin, mm? aka Black Daddy, aka Black Jesus. Mm? Wild, wild. Happy Friday, folks. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Mm. What's going on, people? I see some good folks down there. I see some real good folks. I see some newbies and I see some obies. Mm. Black stuff, earth in the building. Mm. Flat stuff, earth in the building. It was a nice and early flat stuff, earth. It was a nice and early, 2 hours before the show started. Nice, nice. CC in the building. Big up CC. 420 if you got that shit. 420, yes sir. Mm-hmm. Ruled by Saturn, General Saturn. That general right there. Mm-hmm. Fantastic day, yes sir. Thank you, thank you. Mm-hmm. We got Dino in the building. Grand Rising. Happy Saturday over there in New Zealand. My man Dino. Happy Saturday, sir. Happy Saturday. Good stuff. London and Legends. Yep. That's right. That's right. Day one in the building. How we doing, day one? Day one S. Mm-hmm. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeti life in the bit. What? What's today? Yeti life, huh? I swear to God, I was gonna pull the plug on you today. I was about to take back that wrench, rude boy. I was like, I don't see this guy anymore. He left me. I don't see him. I was gonna pull that life support. I was gonna pull the support. I was gonna pull that plug. Good to see you over here. Good to see you. He says, salutes. Yeti yo. Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Got Tarek in the building. Alaikum salam. Big A, got Mr. Tarek in the building. Watch out, hey TT, if you're watching, be careful. Got Tarek in the building. Careful, TT. All right. All right. Who else we got down there? The lovely Creek Mary. Good stuff. Good stuff. We got Creek Mary in the building with us. Good stuff. Good stuff. Happy Friday. Exactly. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Oh, thank you for the the one. Thank you for the one. Appreciate that. Yeah, year he. Yes, sir. I mean, it's fitting for a king, right? I have to have all the extras if I'm a king, right? Mm. Very fitting for a king. Very fitting. Melvin P in the building. Melvin P. Salute. 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 Good stuff. The silly spacemen are out again. Yeah, as you know. Oh shit. Oh shit. Mr. Van Helsing, excuse me, Mr. Demon Slayer in the building. Jeez. Electrifying. Electrifying. Mhm. That is a genius right there. Hmm? Oh shit. Hey, crazy. Crazy. That is a genius right there. Mr. Demon Slayer, aka Van Helsing. Mm. Oh shit. There you go. Yeah, they're rolling in. You got Max in the building, Mr. Maximus. It's my guy, Mr. Guy, my guy. Roberto. Roberto. Wicked. Wicked. Yeah. Wild. Mm? Wild. That's hilarious though. Hey, Demon Slayer, you are hilarious, buddy. Huh? Buddy. You know what? Just in case, you never know. I've got Demon Slayer in the building. I'll go ahead and drop that link. Who knows? Maybe I'll be the first one in history to get, a Demon Slayer on the panel. Who knows? I'll be the first one to get Van Helsing up here. You know? But he's been putting in some work, boy. He's been putting in that work. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. For those of you who don't know, Mr. Demon Slayer on the screen, one of our top players in this community, for a particular reason. For a particular reason. This person, Demon Slayer, is keeping the metaverse clean of parasites. You know, that is not an easy job to do. First of all, I want to say that is not an easy job to do, to rid the body of parasites. So salute to Demon Slayer for cleansing the YouTube streets, exposing the you know exposing it for what it is, I suppose. Mm. Hmm. Washing the sanity out of the streets. Washing the insanity out of the streets. Crazy. We're gonna get into that, by the way. You know, we're gonna get into that. For those of you who don't know, the big sister, aka Queen Stephen, he faked uh getting his channel deleted. He faked getting his channel deleted. So yeah, that was a crazy one. Seeking attention, I suppose. Seeking attention. Mm? That don't work around here. That don't work around here. Deleting channels, no way. Or hiding channels, rather, should I say? Hiding channels. We hiding channels again. Mm? We hiding channels. That's not good. That's not good. So we're gonna get into what Mr. Demon Slayer, aka Van Helsing, has put together for us. Another masterpiece. I like these masterpieces. But before we do that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, All right. I would like to, you know, shout out a few people. I'd like to shout out a few people. Hold on a second. What's going on here? Hopefully this works. Whoa. Oh, it won't let me do it from there. Okay. Give me a sec. Where is it disappeared to? Are you hiding in one thing? Give me a second. Is it this one? Oh yes, there we go. Before we get into tonight's stream, I would like to, shout out a few people for sending in some donations to help with your boy's chair. You know, I'm grateful. Hey, very grateful, right? To Shadow and Light. Very grateful for Shadow and Light. She sent through a donation. I appreciate that. That's my first time of actually putting my link out there. Right, over a year and some change, I haven't put my link out there. So I thought, let me put it out there, see what comes of it. And we had a few donations that came through, contributing to my back support chair, which is Shadow and Light. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Much love. Much love. To be honest, I mean, there's names here that I'm familiar with, and then there's names that I'm not familiar with. Right? I don't know whether you people want me to mention your names. Right? So what I'll do is just to protect people's identities a bit. I will just maybe call out the surname or the first name. What do you think's more safer, the first name or the surname? I mean, I'd love to read out the whole name so we know who we are talking about. But it's the first time doing this. I don't know whether people want me to say their names or not. So I don't know. But here we go. This is the second person. We have a Roth, right? A Roth. I'll say Mr. Roth, should I say? So salutes to you, Mr. Roth. Got Shadow and Light. Mr. Roth. All right. Thank you very much. And there was someone else. I'm pretty sure of it. How do I even get to that? Okay, that. Shadow, Shadow and Light said, London, this is to help you get a lumbar support chair. Much love, Shadow and Light. All right. So much love to that. I appreciate that. There was someone else. Got a Mr. Roth. Thank you, Mr. Roth. Gift with a gift. Thank you very much. I'm pretty sure there was someone else. How do I get to that other person? How do I get to that? Give me a sec. I don't want to miss anybody out, just in case. But I'm pretty sure there was that person. Is that you? Ah, like I said, I'm just to be on the safe side. I'm not gonna dox the whole name of the person, But if you know who you are, then you know I'm talking about you, right? Wilson, right? Thank you, Wilson. Thank you very much, right? Says note from Wilson, right? My brother's new booty cushion. Oh shit. Oh man. That's hilarious. Brother's new booty cushion. Oh man, I love you guys, ladies and gentlemen. I love you lot. I love you lot. I love you lot. Mhm. Salutes to that. Good bunch. You're a good bunch. You're a good bunch. You're a good bunch. Right? You're a good bunch. Right? So thank you. I appreciate that. Um, let me go ahead and because someone asked me to put it out there again. You know what I tried to do as well? I did try to post it, right? But there was lots of terms and conditions and all of that stuff. Just for me to bloody post my PayPal, right? Just for me to post my PayPal, there was lots of terms and conditions. So I said, nah, forget about it. I'll do it during the show, right? Because a few people's asked me to do it during the show. So, there you go. Those are for the folks that's been asking. Have you noticed, even though they've been asking, I haven't been putting it out there because it's not really my style. I don't just want to take if I don't need, right? But I thought, you know what? If they really want to help, make it go to a good cause. Then help me get this back port, back support chair, right? And then we can rock on that way. But other than that, we good, man. We good. If I'm not good, I'll let you know, right? If I'm not good, I'll let you know. And then, if you wanna, there you go. There you go. Much love. Much love. Much love. Right? Much love. Good folks. That's what I like. Some good folks in the building. Mm? Good folks. If they're here for your boy. They see me making a difference. I'm pretty sure these people see me making a difference, not making no trouble, staying in my lane, and giving you what you want, right? So salutes to that. Salutes to that. Appreciate you folks, man. Appreciate you folks. My first ever donation was from my right hand man, Mr. Tony Taylor. All right, that was my first ever donation. He said, London, hurry up and set it up. I took forever. I was like, can't be bothered, can't be bothered. Next time, tomorrow, next week, yeah. Don't worry, we'll do it next week, next week, next week, next month, next month. Kept on putting it off. And he said, look, as soon as you do it, I'm going to be your first donation. This is how much I'm going to donate to you. I said, yeah, all right. Then he helped me set it up. So salute to Tony Taylor, my first donation, and he helped me set it up. Right hand man. Boss. Mm. So that's a 420 if you got that. 420 if you got that for Mr. TT and for all the good folks who donated to London. I appreciate you folks. Appreciate you guys. Much love. Mm. So happy Friday, man. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. We in the building. We in the building. Right? We in the building. We in the building. We in the building. So yeah, let's get it jumping with a little bit of where's he gone? Give me a second, folks. Give me a second. Oh, because I came out of this, didn't I? All right. Oh, shit. All right, give me a sec. That sucks. I've changed my account over. Okay. All right. Think this works. Yeah, we in the building. It worked. All right, cool. So, like I said, it's a Friday. You know, salutes to the folks that donated. Much love to everybody. Much love to everybody. Right, I appreciate you folks. It lets me know that I'm doing something good for people to be donating. So I appreciate that. Much love. Um, let's keep up with some laughters, I suppose. Right? Happy Friday and all that. Happy Friday. Mm? Oh, someone said, where's the PayPal link? The PayPal link is right there. It's somewhere in the chat in case you can't see it. It's on the screen there. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Dino. Salutes to the people. Salutes to the people. Mm-hmm. All right, Creek Mary. Mm-hmm. Hey, you make sure you catch this rerun because some good stuff. Some good stuff going on. But yeah, let's get on with the show, man. Let's head over to Demon Slayer.
While I am against trickery or deceit, I believe that in order to expose someone, you must sometimes use their own tactics against them. In the previous video, I demonstrated how Sanity Machine faked his channel termination twice.
My channel's gone. Somebody must have reported it.
By sheer coincidence.
He thought my channel was terminated. He thought my channel was gone.
Just then,
My channel's gone.
After being exposed, he attempted damage control, but he clearly is too foolish to realize that admitting it was the worst he could do. He claimed that he faked his channel termination in order to dupe Team Evil.
That's what they do. That's what the Demon Slayer loser will do. He got duped. He got duped, just like the rest. They get duped. He thought my channel was terminated. He thought my channel was gone. He got upset because he got duped again. They get duped in this realm. What do you think is going to happen to them outside of this realm? They're going to be recycled so easily. They jump to conclusions so quickly, these idiots, these fools. In another 5 months, maybe I'll do the same thing. They won't remember. They're stupid. They're a bunch of dummies. They're dumbasses.
First and foremost, faking your channel termination does not prove that we were duped. Rather, it demonstrates that you are untrustworthy, as you would play your own subscribers and use trickery and deception to gain validation and praise. It only demonstrated that you lack self-worth and must rely on deception, trickery, and drama to gain more traffic.
Preach. Preach. That little paragraph, what you just said, yeah. All the above has to rely on trickery and deception. Right?
You claim you despise Team Evil because they lie and are full of deception, but you have just demonstrated to everyone that you are the evil you seek to expose. You gaslight, lie, slander, and deceive, just as parasites do, to show that you are full of poop and are not as smart as you claim to be. I fooled you by sending an email and faking a comment, and you fell for it hook, line, and sinker.
Hook, line, and sinker. You fell for it. What's your IQ? What's your IQ in the streets? These people are so book smart and educated. My books, my books, my books, my books, my books, my books. Soon as you put them on the road, they don't know what to do. Right? They get hustled. They get hustled. They get finessed, panhandled. Look over there, my friend. Hey, where did my watch go? Hey, look over there, my friend. Hey, where did my tie go? Hey, look over there, my friend. Where's my puppets? Where's my puppets gone? You get finessed, boy. You get finessed in the streets. Wow. Hook, line, and sink. No. What's your IQ? What's your IQ in the streets? Tell me that. All right. Look. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. Fair use, fair use. For entertainment purpose only. For entertainment purpose only. Fair use, fair use. Look, fell for it. Hook, line, sinker. Hook, line, sinker. What's your IQ, huh?
A comment by Inga on Demon Slayer's channel. I have to admit that I dislike seeing him obsess over one.
So look, he thinks it's a person called Inga. He thinks it's Inga. Shout out to Inga because I know she saw this and was like, "Thank God, Demon Slayer, you helped me out there. Now I'm free as a bird." She's free as a bird. You helped that lady, boy. Damn, it wasn't even Inga. Huh? Imagine that. You thought it was Inga, huh? Demon Slayer!
Particular person. I don't like the fact that he enjoys bullying people. Inga calls it bullying. Inga wrote a comment on his channel, and somebody was watching and they screenshotted it the very first minute that it was there to catch her. But despite his flaws, he knows.
He said it was someone there to catch her. He thought it was someone there to catch her. Hold on a second. Go back, go back. He thought it was someone took a. He thought someone took a picture, a snapshot, right, and then sent it to him. Right, look.
To catch her. But despite his comment on his channel, and somebody was watching and they screenshotted it the very first minute that it was there to catch her.
The very first minute it was there. Fucking hell. The very first minute. Oh my gosh. The very first minute. No way. No. Hey, that was no hesitation. That was the very first minute. All right. He put that together swift. He said, "Yeah, I need to get this out." All right. A minute's gone. All right. That's good enough. A minute. Snap. Take that. Let's keep going. A minute. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. That is wild, bro. Fuck. Keep going. 420.
But despite his flaws, he knows a lot about the subject. So she's just basically saying I'm a bully, but she's using me because she thinks I know a lot about the topic, the subject. So please stop tagging me. She butters him up. This is her thinking this will work, thinking Demon Slayer will leave her alone if she just agrees.
You know the craziest thing? Hey, Demon, you know what, bro? I bet he took that picture as well, right? I bet he, I bet he took that picture. Guarantee he got that picture as well. So when he seen it coming, he was like, "I already got this, bitch. I already got it. But thank you anyway, bitch. Thank you." That was him who took the shot. Right? I bet if you didn't send that to him, he would have probably, shown that photo anyway, because he was probably watching. He's watching.
With him and calls me a bully. This is Inga's loyalty on display again. This is Inga's loyalty on display again. Does anyone here think Inga's loyal when she leaves comments like this?
Just then.
They get duped in this realm. What do you think is going to happen to them outside of this realm?
They get duped in this realm. What do you think is going to happen outside of this realm? Sounds familiar. Big sister. They get duped in this realm. What do you think is going to happen outside of this realm? Within 1 minute, they get duped. Hey, look over there. Hey, where did my puppets go?
And then it was deleted. Okay. Does anyone here think Inga is loyal to me? Somebody screenshotted this and emailed it to me, and they said that it was gone. And it looks like a completely legit screenshot. They also sent me some other screenshots. There's a lot of two-faced people around here on YouTube. A lot. So I don't know where Inga was when she was away. She said she emailed me.
Yeah, there's a lot of two-faced people around there. Hey, riddle me this, because I know you're watching, right? Hit that link, by the way, bro. We need to talk. Hit that link. You got a lot of explaining to do. But back to the two-faced subject. Is in your eyes, is Bex two-faced? I just want to know. Inquiring minds are asking. Is Bex two-faced in your eyes? Is Bex two-faced, or Is she redeemable in your eyes? What do you think? Okay.
I never got an email. I thought Inga was gone from my channel. But I don't know who she's been hanging out with, but she gets tagged by Demon Slayer. So I'm a bully in Inga's mind, right? I'll read it again. I have to admit that I dislike seeing him obsess over one particular person. What one particular person? You're commenting on a channel that's devoted to me. His whole channel. It's all about me. But apparently that went over Inga's head. That went over his head. So instead of blocking, Inga tries to kiss up to him. This is Inga's way of being. You're not loyal to me, Inga, and I've been seeing things that you've been saying. So what are you doing here on my channel? Trying to use me for knowledge? When this is how you actually feel, right?
Shit.
You're not a very honest person, Inga. You pretend to be one way here, and behind my back you're this way. She wrote, I don't like the fact that he enjoys bullying people. I've said I like teasing demons. She twisted into enjoys bullying people.
Ah, you see that? She twisted it into bullying people. Huh? Is that what you call, pestering demons, right? By turning up to their show when they don't really want you there, farting, going back and making, hit pieces on them. Huh? Is that pestering demons, or are you the demon that's pestering good folks? Have you ever thought about that? Did you not know you are the demon, pestering folks? Don't you notice when you come on, they're like, oh, here's Stephen. Hello, Stephen. Hi. Did you not know that? I keep going.
Interesting, Inga. But despite his flaws, why don't you just stick with his channel? Why are you trying to use me over here on my channel? You still here, Inga? You said good morning earlier. Or are you going to pull a disappearing act now? Don't be a coward. You were here earlier. Calling all Ingas. Inga, are you out there? Inga, are you out there?
Just then.
They get duped in this realm. What do you think is going to happen to them outside of this realm? I'm not an idiot. I have a high IQ. I'm not a troll. I'm sincere.
I have a high IQ. Yeah.
There it is. And there it is. But wait, there's more. Let my puppets go.
What people with high IQ say, they say, I have a high IQ.
Emotional, damn it.
I'll do the Michael Jackson song. Inga, are you okay? Are you okay, Inga? Inga, are you okay? Are you okay, Inga? Inga, are you okay? Are you okay, Inga? She doesn't want to give him attention. Well, she can block him, Bobby. It's not that difficult. She claims to be high IQ and have several university degrees. She can't figure out how to block someone that tags her. She has to kiss up to them and go against me and be disloyal in a comment over there towards me. Is that good logic? How does that work out? She gave him exactly what he wanted, and she showed her disloyalty towards me. You're two-faced, Inga. You're two-faced. She has choices. Everybody here has choices. How many fucking times have I had to say this? I've typed it. I've said it. Choose wisely. What does tagging actually do? Well, I'm not going to explain tagging here. You can block people. She might laugh when I block people, but she can't figure out how to do it herself. Would you please stop tagging me? So tagging bothers her more. Well, Inga, you're going to be dealing with demons outside of here that do more than tag you. Good luck. Better.
Heartbroken. Ladies and gentlemen, heartbroken. Can you hear him crying? Crying. If you can get duped in this realm, what do you think else is going to happen to you? Crying. Let's keep going.
Type it in for you. Better luck next lifetime. Okay? You think you can kiss up to demons? What a fool. What an absolute disloyal fool.
Just then.
They're going to be recycled so easily. They jump to conclusions so quickly. These idiots. These fools. I think she'll just pretend she's not here. She was here earlier. And I've only been live for an hour and 14 minutes. She'll pull a disappearing act is what I predict. Bye, Inga. You disappeared before. We welcomed you back after months of you being gone. No explanation. You don't have to be here. But the thing is, I don't want you here anymore.
The thing is, I don't want you here anymore. The thing is, I don't want you here anymore. That's the same shit he said to Bex, right? Anybody remember that shit? That's the same shit he said to Bex. This sounds familiar, right? All that stuff about Two-Face, Snake, Sneaky, and saying you don't want them over here anymore. That sounds like another Bex saga. Listen, it really sounds like you and Bex is falling out again. That's what this sounds like. It sounds like you and Bex is falling out of love again. That's what this sounds like. Right? If you replace Inga with Bex, right? It's like, oh, this again. Right? Oh, this again. You can't write this shit. This writes itself.
Now you're unwanted. Goodbye, Inga.
Bye-bye, Bex. Bye-bye, Bex. You see it?
I don't care if Inga says she's on the spectrum. She's been told many times.
Oh, see, there you go. It writes itself. It writes itself. I don't care if Bex is on the spectrum, right? I don't care if Bex is on the spectrum. It writes itself. I can't tell at this moment. I can't tell with Team Evil. They're all over the place. Spectrum. Soon as he mentions spectrum, it's like, oh, it's Bex. You know, like that Leonardo DiCaprio meme. Oh, Bex.
About this stuff. You want to kiss the asses of demons, then go with them. You're not wanted here anymore. I don't trust you. There's a reason why others were made a moderator and you never were. Because of this.
That's Bex, bro. I swear to God, that's Bex all over again. Yo. Wow. He's falling out of Bex, right? You can hear it for yourself, folks, right?
Because of your tendency to do this. Go with them. Go with Team Evil. You belong with them. Go with them. Yeah, it is. I agree, Ren. It's a modern day excuse. She claims to have Asperger's or be on the autism spectrum. And
there you go. Whoop. Asperger's. It's Bex again, right? It sounds very Bexish, right? Very Bexish spectrum, autism, right? It writes itself. Wow. So that's what I want to say to you. Is Bex Two-Face in your eyes, big sister Stephen? Is Bex Two-Face or not? I want to know. Because this sounds like Bex all over again.
Take medication for ADHD. It's all an excuse. There's a lot of people sitting in prison cells that try to use that excuse in court. And it doesn't work here. It doesn't work on me. You know right from wrong. You know what loyalty is. You know what loyal is versus disloyal. And I don't know whether Demon Slayer erased her comment or YouTube or whether she had second thoughts and erased it, but her comment's gone.
Bingo. He got it right, huh? You don't know whether Demon Slayer erased the comment. Bingo. But you're far off. You're far off.
But it was screenshotted by somebody before it was gone.
Somebody, huh? I wonder who. Wink, wink.
It was screenshotted within the first minute of her posting the comment.
Just then.
They're a bunch of dummies. They're dumbasses. Okay? Imagine after all the content that I put out here that's helpful to kiss a demon's ass, where his whole channel's about slandering me. She goes over and kisses his ass. For what reason? She goes and kisses a demon's ass and agrees and says, oh, she doesn't like this and like that. Here's Inga's comment. Inga wrote on Demon Slayer's latest video. Somebody screenshotted it before the comment disappeared. Okay, thank you, Manny. Thank you. So it is at Inga. That is okay. It is verified then. Thank you. Yes, that's her then. That's her.
Just then.
They get duped.
That's her. Hold on. How did you come up with that's her? Huh? Yo, they said that's her. Wow. Hook, line, and sink. All of them low IQ, huh? All of them low IQ. Hook, line, and sink. You know when you throw, one hook in with one maggot, right? You get one maggot, and then you pull your wheel up, and then you got like 6, 7 fishes on one hook. You're like, wow, that's a 1 in a million, right? That's a 1 in a million. Okay, look at me. Yeah, nice. Look at me. That's crazy. Oh man, Demon Slayer, salute.
In this realm, what do you think is going to happen to them outside of this realm? They're a bunch of dummies. They're dumbasses. She's banned already. She's gone. I played the cockroach song, so she is gone.
I played the cockroach song. I played the cockroach song. That's wild. Could you play it for the wrong person? I played the cockroach song. Yeah.
The same account. That is her. I just wanted to make sure. Almost give her the benefit of the doubt for a moment and just double check. But I thought it was her, and it is her. She can go talk and kiss up wherever. You're not welcome here anymore.
You're such a genius. Oh my gosh. What's your IQ? Huh? My books, my puppets, huh?
So now you're going to have to join Orphan Annie and the bitches over there. Not an idiot. I have a high IQ.
Orphan Annie and the bitches over there. Oh shit. He said Orphan Annie and the bitches over there. Oh my goodness. This guy's mouth, see? It writes itself. And
chat with them. And Mushroom, Coyote, you're in with that group now. Good job. Good job.
Yeah,
And I see you as a
good job.
demon now, just the way I see Demon Slayer. You're in the same category. Good job. Good job. Now you can make videos with them. Here, goodbye to Inga. Foolish move. Better luck next lifetime. Better luck next lifetime. You're done here. You're not wanted here. They get duped in this realm. What do you think is going to happen to them outside of this realm?
Yeah, you get duped in this realm. What do you think's gonna happen outside of this realm, big sister? Huh? Big sister, you get duped in this realm. What do you think's gonna happen to you outside of this realm, big sister? Can you tell me that? Hey, look over there. Huh? My puppets!
They're a bunch of dummies. They're dumbasses. They're going to be recycled so easily. They jump to conclusions so quickly. These idiots. These fools.
Guess what, Mr. I have a high IQ. Inga never sent this email. It was me. And you jumped to conclusions so quickly and you turned on her, your most loyal subscriber.
Uh-huh.
The same person who is clearly damaged, who has been tormented by you numerous times but has always stood by you, supported you, praised you, defended you, and left so many heart emojis, chat, and comments on your channel. You tormented her once again because she stated that she does not tolerate bullying and harassment. This is cult-like behavior 101. How dare you speak out against the cult leader?
Yep.
You should simply praise him, accept the abuse, and say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You have done this to numerous people, and I have exposed you for it. You've turned on your most loyal subscriber over a minor disagreement, or even because they left a comment on a channel you dislike. People like Vince, Annie, Kai, and the list goes on. Consider how far I could go in duping you by emails. But I do not encourage deceit. I am not like you. I did this simply to demonstrate how foolish you are, how low IQ you are, and to show your remaining blind cult members that you are in a cult. How much more obvious should it be for you all to see? I left a hint for you to realize this was fake. I deliberately misaligned the lines. You only had to look a little closer. But you didn't. You jumped to conclusions so quickly, and you rushed to ban one of your most loyal subscribers. You were duped so easily. Nonetheless, you call others low IQ.
Mm-mm.
Do you not own a mirror?
They're a
Mm-mm.
bunch of dummies. They're dumbasses.
Mm-mm. Wow, wow. Got him, Got you, sir. Wild. Wild. You get duped in this, realm. What do you think's gonna happen to you outside of this realm, man? What do you think's gonna happen? That was wild. Salute to Demon Slayer. Gunshot. But. Gunshot. Yeah, Dragon Sage said more of this. Wicked. Yes, Dragon Sage, I agree. More of that shit. That shit was hilarious. That shit was hilarious. Yeah, he's done. I agree. Only the fake, slivery, tormented souls hang around him, right? The people that wasn't already thriving, right, before they got to YouTube. I have always been thriving. That's why I'm like this. Bulletproof. These people haven't been thriving and it shows. Creepy creature. Creepy creature. Hilarious. Right? We bring the madness. And you know what's crazy? You know when, he said his channel got terminated, I was like, fuck, man. I should have took a few things off there. It came back. I was like, yes! Go, Clippy, go. Clip. You see how that works? Yeah. All right. Good stuff. But yeah, man. We're back in the building. We're back in the building again. Happy Friday, folks. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Mm-hmm. That was some good stuff, Demon Slayer. Eternal in the building. What's happening? What's happening? He said, Daddy, hey, peace, much love, much love, much love. And then I recommend a cheap door frame pool bar. Which I rejected. Okay, yeah. Hey, to be honest, I have been stretching the back like that, going into the park on the old monkey bars. When the children are in there, that's what I do. I just hang on the monkey bar and just let my body hang. Let it hang, let it loose, just hang. Right, and then I put a little swerve on it, so I'm moving from side to side. Right, sorry, it's turning from side to side. Right, turning a little bit. So yeah, I stretch that back out, man. It has to be, have to. So yeah, man, it's wild. Steven's blocking the wrong people. Steven's banning the wrong people. What's going on there? Huh? What's going on there, Steven? That's the wrong people. Yes, sir. That's the wrong people. That's it, man. I agree. I've been seeing a lot of people banning people in their chat room of lately. Right? I've been seeing a lot of people banning people. I don't really do that shit. You know, I might time you out for a few seconds if you said something naughty, then I'll be, hey, put a zip on it, right? And I see people like banning people, and they're not really being trolls. They just have a opposing question sometimes, right? And maybe it's the way how they might say it, state the question. I've been seeing that a lot. I don't really ban folks over here, especially when it comes to people's work. I've seen people getting banned because, you know, they have a different view on people's models and stuff or work. People come in here and they have opposing questions to my thoughts. I intend to invite them up or show them something regarding my work or the stuff that I'm into, and then they see where I'm coming from. Hopefully, But I don't just ban them. I've been seeing that quite a lot, especially within the flat Earth community. They just ban people who has opposing thoughts. The flat Earth community is lethal right now, boy. They're moving dangerous with it. Moving dangerous with it. In case you didn't know, I'm neither flat Earth or globe. I'm just a researcher, and I've been finding out some very interesting things regarding this realm that we call home. Right? Very interesting things. Very interesting. I've got a few things I want to show today regarding the hollow earth. Right? We've got a few things cut out for us today. So hope you folks brought your pen and paper as per usual. You know how it goes. Where's this going? Yeah. Excuse me. Oops. Advert. Don't judge me in the building. Much love. Much love. I ain't seen you over at Big Sisters in a little while. Where you been? Where you been? Don't judge me. I ain't seen you at Big Sisters in a little while. Renegade in the building. Brother Renegade. Much love. My Sweden brother. That's my Sweden brother right there. Renegade 1 in the building. Renegade one. Yes, sir. Salute, man. Much love, much love. So, all right, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it, because you know we like to shoot the shit and we like to connect the dots, right? That's what we're here for. Mm-hmm. He kicked me out because I'm two-faced. Two-faced, party-faced. Oh gosh, no way. Oh man. So he hold on, riddle me this. He kicked you out for being two-faced, but he keeps Bex there, huh? Huh? How many hit pieces has he got on Bex? Huh? How many hit pieces has he got on Bex? Huh? How much time did he call her two-faced, not trustworthy, big fat Bex? She's this, she's that, she's not welcomed back here. And, oh shit! Look, he kicked me out for nothing. Oh shit! Oh shit! No. Oh man, for nothing. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. That's crazy. That is wild. For nothing. Hey, he set you free though, right? He set you free. He set you free. Cause I would have probably had you folks in my hit pieces, right? If he didn't set you free. Alright. Alright. You lot would have been in the social experiments and shit. I've got a few candidates lined up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What happened now? I kicked myself out after 3 streams. Oh shit. Yeah, buddy. That was like me. I kicked myself out after like I think one. I joined the panel once. I was like, nah, yeah, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I think when we done our stream together, after that stream we done, I joined his panel, I think the next day or something. Or day after that. I saw the vibe, saw the energy, saw what was going on. Said, yeah, I'm out. Peace out. But thanks for having me, man. Peace out. Peace out. All right, we got Ant in the building. Salute. He said, seeing through his bullshit. Yeah, seeing through his bullshit. It's a rain cloud over there. It's a big metaversal rain cloud. You know, it's where the people that, you know, with the high IQ go and they sit around and slander people for 12 hours, 6 to 12 hours, you know, 6 to 12 hours slandering people, hopping from panel to panel, showing crazy stuff on this, you know, the stream. All right. Then, oh my goodness. Wild. Crazy. But this is where the high IQ people go, you know. This is their thing. They like that. They like that. They like listening to someone do this. Very high IQ. Yeah, very high IQ. Yeah. Hilarious though, you know, hilarious. But very high IQ. Very high IQ. So yeah, back to this you know, topic in hand. Is flat earth and globe wrong? You gotta remember, folk, we're living in a mirrored realm, right? So more of the time it's gonna be reversed, inverted, both flipped, inverted, and reversed, everything. Right, all the above. So sometimes what they say, they mean the opposite, right? They mean the total opposite. Right? Now, what do they tell us? They tell us that we live on a ball. Right? Now, what would be the opposite of living on a ball? I'll wait while I roll my spliff. Ding, 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 ding. And we have a winner. Don't judge me, aka Two-Faced 40-Faced. Yes, sir. Yes, madam. Inside the ball. Right? Everything they say is reversed. Why does London gotta come and say all this shit? You lot should know this shit. In the ball. If they're saying we live on the ball, then really they mean we live in the ball. In the earth. To some degree, right? You get where I'm going with it? I know you get where I'm going with it, right? All right. So yeah, like I said, man, they already knew we was living in this hollow earth, right? In my opinion, I think the flat earth and the globe is just there to hide the fact that it's really hollow earth, right? It's really hollow earth. Let's get into some of this real quick.
Cyrus Teed's remains sat in a custom-built zinc bathtub for 5 days after he died. On the first day, doctors had declared him dead of natural causes. By day 3, his earthly body displayed the usual post-mortem changes, and worse. It was the undignified, decaying end for a man who commanded celibacy, promised immortality, and revealed a brand new science of the cosmos. There's actually a photo of Teed's decomposing body from that third day. It was significant to his devoted followers because it was Christmas, and I definitely can't show you that photo because YouTube will ban this video. They stuck with him to the end and past the end until the county forced his burial because his followers believed that he wasn't really dead at all. They thought he was just in a state of suspended animation. They were convinced that Cyrus Teed would be resurrected. He was Koresh, their messiah. But he was also their trusted astronomer. He was the man who had succeeded where Aristotle...
So this is the guy Koresh, right? He was the one promoting the hollow earth, right? He picked up from these guys he's about to mention.
Eratosthenes, Galileo, and Copernicus had all failed. He preached that they'd been told a lie based on a truth, and then he proved that he'd unraveled one of the universe's greatest secrets. The true part was that the Earth is round. The lie he exposed to his followers and the world was that they were all living on its surface. Because Cyrus Teed knew that they weren't living on the Earth at all. They were living inside of it.
Do me a favor, folks. Hit that like button for your boy. One time, hit that like button, you know, and 420 if you got that, man. 420 if you got that. We're gonna get into this, right? Hollow Earth. The cult. Ha 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 ha.
Before Cyrus Teed realized that he was humanity's 7th messianic leader and the first to arrive since Jesus, he worked as a Hagi, one of the boys who drove the mules that pulled boats on the Erie Canal. He'd left school at 11 to work, and his day consisted of a 6-hour, 15-mile walk down the canal, taking a break, and then walking for another 6 hours and 15 miles before loading the animals and boating back. He'd grown up in Utica, New York, the population of which had grown by 500% since its founding a few decades earlier, which was about 190 years before Dunder Mifflin put a branch there. It's actually not that surprising that a kid from this part of the world grew up to build a fringe scientific religious movement. That part of New York was a hotbed of religious activity through the Second and Third Great Awakenings, and people there were exploring the viability of alternative religious living. The communalist Oneida community was formed just miles from Teed's home, together making bags and hats and furniture for income. The commune would eventually make silverware, and though the community itself dissolved in 1881, the business survived. And Oneida Limited is still one of the largest silverware manufacturers in the world. Teed was immersed in a cultural environment of communal experimentation and religious revival, and he was inspired by being a distant relative of Joseph Smith, the founder of Mormonism. But even a messiah needs a job. The last one had to learn carpentry. So at 20, Teed began an apprenticeship with his physician uncle in Utica. He enlisted as a corporal in the Union Army in 1862, and he was discharged after severe sunstroke caused temporary paralysis in one of his legs. The rank of corporal was the 16th highest rank out of 17 during the Civil War, behind 10 officer ranks and 5 enlisted ranks, and only ahead of private. But by the time Teed had completed his studies at the Eclectic Medical College of the City of New York in 1868, his story about his past military service had changed. Now he'd been a medic in the war, and he'd seen with his own eyes that wounded men of faith healed better and faster. His followers later morphed that lore into Teed having been a doctor in the war. So, yeah, we have the origins of a grifter. Wait, what is eclectic medicine? I'm making more videos
Origins of a grifter. I like that one.
than ever. On top of Vsauce 2 videos and the brand new Mindblow channel, I'm now producing weekly uploads for a science publication that's been around longer than the telephone. I've relaunched the Popular Science channel with a bunch of videos you can watch right now. One about exploring the hearts, and now it's time for you to join us. Click the link down in the description below. And sprung up that encompassed everything else. Eclectic medicine rejected traditional medicine. It was part herbalism, part chemistry, part spiritualism, part native remedies, and whatever its practitioners wanted to experiment with. It didn't have any rules, which made it perfect for Cyrus Teed. The sign for his practice in Utica said, "He who deals out poison deals out death." And next door, he built what he called an electroalchemical laboratory. He was married, he had a son, and he had a career. But then everything changed in 1869 when Teed became the first human to ever successfully conduct an experiment in chrysopoeia, which means he transmuted lead into gold. Cyrus Teed did not turn lead into gold, but he believed he had, and that an angel, exactly as described in the book of Revelation, told him, "Thou art chosen to redeem the race." Cool. He described the encounter in detail in the Illumination of Koresh, marvelous experience of the great alchemist 30 years ago at Utica, New York. Books didn't really have snappy titles then, including the knowledge that his followers would live forever and that a divine motherhood in the form of a female partner would join him. Okay, so we have weird science, conversations with God, promises of immortality, and orders to grow a movement around it all. That's how you get a Hollow Earth cult. Teed tried to convince his medical patients of his religious truths, and he tried to convince the religious community of his scientific truths, which meant that no one liked him. His eclectic medical practice dried up instantly, and his career was over in Utica. He moved 100 miles south to Binghamton, where his scientific religious movement of just him, doubled in size. He met Dr. Abby Andrews, who found Teed to be intelligent and compelling. He was sort of like Watson to Teed's eccentric Sherlock. Practicing alternative medicine plus new religion in Binghamton worked out about how you'd expect, and which was not very good, and Teed moved further west toward Ontario. Lynn Milner describes Teed in The Allure of Immortality as being a doctor without patience and a shepherd with no flock. He tried to ingratiate himself with already existing religious communities like the Harmony Society in Pennsylvania with very little to no success. People just didn't trust him. Teed began using the name Koresh, which is just the Hebrew version of his actual name, Cyrus. And its Persian and Hebrew roots express the concepts of sun and a guiding light, foresight, and cultivation. Really everything you want in a messiah. That's also why David Koresh changed his name. David Koresh had a little more biblical gravitas than Vernon Howell. Teed planned a society that completely rejected capitalism and was built on equal rights, especially for women. He considered marriage to be an institution of female enslavement, which resonated with women in loveless, abusive, or just really bad marriages. He promised them freedom. Celibacy returned full autonomy over one's body to its owner, which has a certain logic to it, but then things got weird. Lynn Milner writes that instead of acting on their physical desires, his followers should instead redirect sexual desire toward a desire for closeness with God, specifically toward Teed. By focusing their love on him, they would ensure their immortality on Earth. Once enough followers did this, their energy would cause an electromagnetic explosion in his brain and consume the pineal gland responsible for sexual potency. This would enable him to pass into his chosen woman and become divine, both male and female, a mother, father, God. At this point, his believers would become immortal. Yeah.
That sound wild. That was nuts. Anyway, that's nuts.
Slick move, buddy. What's this have to do with a hollow Earth? Nothing. And everything.
This is how I will prove that I am worthy of the best guild. Who the hell did that? Oh.
Every movement, cultural, political, social, needs some kind of differentiator. Otherwise, it's just too close to something else that already exists. Teed's eclectic Koreshanity took on science, society's most rapidly advancing body of knowledge, and said it was all wrong. Robert Fogarty summarized Teed's understanding of the universe. The Copernican theory of an illimitable universe was false because the Earth had a limited form. It was concave. The sun is an invisible electromagnetic battery revolving in the universe's center on a 24-year cycle. Our visible sun is only a reflection, as is the moon, with the stars reflecting.
Our visible sun is only a reflection, as is the moon, with the reflection of 7 mercurial. Okay.
Off 7 mercurial disks that float in the sphere's center. Inside the Earth, there are 3 separate atmospheres. The first composed of oxygen and nitrogen and closest to the Earth. The second, a hydrogen atmosphere above it. Third, a boron atmosphere at the center. The Earth's shell is 100 miles thick and has 17 layers. The
100 miles thick. Remember I said that the other day? Right? That's what they were going up. 100 miles thick.
outer 7 are metallic with a gold rind on the outermost layer. The middle 5 are mineral, and the 5 inward layers are geologic strata. Inside the shell, there is life. Outside, a void.
Inside the shell, there is life. Outside, a void. Right? That's what they're telling you.
If you've never heard of the element a boron, that's because it doesn't exist. Cyrus Teed made it up. Koreshanity was part physics, part metaphysics, part politics, and part religion, and it was starting to work. Teed traveled around the Northeast spreading his gospel, and after running a mop business into the ground, he moved to New York City to start a small commune of Koreshans. It's worth noting that part of that move seems to have been running away from a lawsuit claiming he defrauded a woman out of her fortune. So there's that. And his wife had gotten sick and died while he was on the Koreshanity circuit, so Teed just moved past all that. At least in the New York City of the late 1800s, he could operate on the fringes of religion, science, and medicine without really getting kicked out of any of them. And in 1886, an invitation to speak at a National Association of Mental Science conference in Chicago turned into Teed and the Koreshans moving there, and that's where he founded a metaphysical institution called World College of Life and a monthly newsletter called The Guiding Light. By 1888, Teed and his 126 followers were living on 8 picturesque acres in Chicago. Most of the residents were women, and all of them believed they were living deep inside the gold rind of the earth. But the more followers Koreshanity attracted, the more conflicts they had with the city of Chicago and their neighbors. And Teed had a lot of problems with his followers' husbands. A lot. So what did he do? He became one of the first true Florida men. Teed promised the Koreshans that their new community on the southwest coast of Florida would be a new Jerusalem that would soon be the home of 8 million people walking on perfectly planned streets.
Oh, why is everybody trying to create a new Jerusalem? What's this new Jerusalem about? Now it's connected to the Hollow Earth also. Look at this sign. Okay. The New Jerusalem. New Jerusalem. The 4 walls, right?
Paved with gold. Teed wrote, "There will be no smudge or smoke. Power by which machinery will be moved will be by the utilization of the electromagnetic currents of the earth and air, independently of steam application to so-called dynamos. Motors will take the place of motion derived from steam pressure. The city will be constructed on the most magnificent scale, without the use of so-called money. These things can be done easily." Initially, they got thatched roof shacks and ate a lot of loggerhead turtles, but the 200 Koreshans eventually constructed a bakery, a sawmill, lecture halls, schools, and an outdoor theater. They built and grew a broad range of sustainable businesses and enterprises. The Koreshan community was actually working, or at least not failing miserably. He'd crafted the religion and the community, but Teed still had to prove that we were all living inside a shell. The openness of the land and the water into the Gulf of Mexico was a perfect testing ground for Teed's concave Earth theory, so he built a device that could prove to the world they were living inside a cosmogenic egg. We don't really hear about cosmogony all that much. In the scientific sense, it goes beyond cosmology's study of the observable universe to speculate on its deepest origins. It's a broader approach that could include creation myths like the world egg models that still exist everywhere from Finland to Polynesia. Deciding where cosmology stops and cosmogony begins can get really murky. So it was perfect for Teed, who still insisted his ideas were rooted in hard science. In Hollow Earth, David Standish describes what Teed was trying to prove. The idea was simple. If the Earth's curvature were convex, a straight line extended for any distance would touch at only one point. But if it were concave and the line long enough, it would eventually bump into the upcurving surface. He worked with Ulysses Grant Morrow, a flat earther who Teed had converted into a concave earther, to detail his theories in the cellular cosmogony, including the results of their scientific
Cellular cosmogony. Remember we went over that about a week or two ago, right? Cellular cosmogony.
experiments using a device Morrow built called a rectilineator, which sounds like
Rectilineator.
something you shouldn't Google. Or you should.
I've sacrificed everything searching for it.
The
A rectilineator. Never heard of that one. Actually, that sounds familiar. Actually, yeah, I think that was in the cosmogony diagram also. Yeah, that's how they done the measurements to check if the Earth was concave or not.
task was to prove that everything we think we know largely comes from optical illusions by projecting a straight line far enough to generate conclusive measurements of concavity. The cellular cosmogony describes the rectilineator as a number of sections in the form of double T squares, each 12 feet in length, with braced and tensioned cross arms 4 feet in length. The length of the cross arms is to the length of the section as 1 is to 3. The material of which the sections of the rectilineator are constructed is inch mahogany, seasoned for 12 years in the shops of the Pullman Palace Car Company, Pullman, Illinois. The Koreans built a rectilineator on the beach, taking sections that looked like pieces of a fence and joining them with screws and brass fittings, making sure that they were perfectly level and using fine gauges to ensure the tolerance was within 1/1000th of an inch. They took exhaustive measurements and changes of the projected line, which were then officially signed by Mrs. Bertholdine Boomer, and then detached the backmost part of the rectilineator to extend the front part until they then hit a predetermined point at which they did the whole thing backwards to the starting point to verify that the alignment had been correct. They measured for 2.5 miles on land before they ran into water. They did about 2 more miles measuring with boats, and they got all the data they needed to prove that the Earth's surface was indeed concave. Morrow was so confident in the brilliance of the Korean
Well, they done their little experiment, and their results showed them that the Earth was concave. I don't know if anyone's, replicated that in this day and age, but I'd love to see it being done. Concaved. Interesting. Okay.
experiment that even before they started, he planned to submit an application for a Nobel Prize. Cyrus Teed and Ulysses Grant Morrow.
Did he get a Nobel? Hold on. Did it say a Nobel Prize? 1 second. 1 second.
Even before they started, he planned to submit an application for a Nobel Prize.
Oh, he planned.
Cyrus Teed and Ulysses Grant Morrow did not win a Nobel Prize. The rectilineator was flawed, believe it or not. The data was bad, and although mahogany is one of the more stable woods, any furniture maker at the time of Teed could have told him it would swell and contract from spending months in the most volatile humidity the United States had to offer. The measurements were garbage, but they put it all in the cellular cosmogony, and Morrow told a reporter that nothing can now impede the progress of the Korean system. It is invincible. But despite being invincible, no one cared, and no one took them seriously. Teed said the startling information flashed from city to city, continent to continent, reverberating around the world. But a quick search of archives like newspapers.com shows that's not true. The startling information only seemed to flash around inside the Koreshan's concave enclave. And the whole Teed thing started to fall apart. Toward the end, it was lawsuits and infighting and perpetual battle with nearby residents and local politicians, all culminating in a horrible street brawl involving Koreshans in Fort Myers. When Teed tried to break it up, the town marshal beat him severely. No one was worried because Teed was immortal, but he was unable to fully recover from the beating and he died a few years later, and he never resurrected. The Koreshan unity kept going for years after Teed's death, and prominent people like Thomas Edison and Henry Ford visited them. But the community was leaderless and rudderless. It slowly began to disperse and die out. Its last member was a German woman named Hedwig Mitchell, who arrived in 1940 to escape Nazi persecution. She died in 1981.
Oh,
The land and its remaining buildings now comprise Florida's Koreshan State Park. Hollow Earthers still exist. Mustafa Abdelkader of Egypt published papers advocating its truth into the early 1980s, and there's still a shocking amount of mystery regarding what's inside. The deepest we've dug is the Kola Super Deep borehole, which goes less than 8 miles down. That only leaves another 3,951 miles for epic tales of science fiction. We know that Teed and the Hollow Earthers are wrong. We know the Earth is a sphere and that we exist on its convex surface, and we now have pictures from space to prove it. We know why ships disappear over the horizon, and we know why train tracks appear to get increasingly close together the further away they run. But in a way, Cyrus Teed may have been more right than he even knew. Ever-expanding, limitless nothingness is unsettling. Chaos on an incredible scale, all beyond our control or even beyond our ability to understand, is ominous. It becomes increasingly impossible to know where you are, to know who you are. We all start inside the womb. It's our smallest hollow Earth. Then
facts.
our world gets bigger slowly as we experience more of it and its people. We push those boundaries. We push against that golden rind so that we're just comfortably uncomfortable as it expands, because anything beyond that pace can be too much to bear. We like the Italian restaurant in town and the neighbor's overly friendly cat and sports games that operate on carefully designed fields with a strict rule book, all within 60 or 90-minute bounds, because all of those things are a tiny bit of order in a chaotic, perpetually dilating world. And when we finally realize who we are, what we think, and what we feel, we start to exist in an entire universe of our own, contained within a hollow spheroid. The Earth's surface is not concave, and we don't live inside a giant hollow ball. We tell ourselves that we're always in pursuit of infinite, that we need to explore other people, other places, other planets. But maybe we always need to feel like we live inside something. And as always, thanks for watching.
Good stuff. It gets the mind ticking. It gets the mind ticking. I like it. I like it. Grand old chat room. What's happening? Somewhere in time in the building. Welcome. Welcome. So, go ahead and put that link down there real quick. Yeah, man. Big up CC in the building. Noble, no. Ruled by Saturn, Dino. Renegade 1. Ants in the building. Ants in the building. Big up, Ant. Much love. 420 if you got that. 420 if you got that. I mean, what would make more sense to you? Knowing that these people, whenever they speak a language, they mean the total opposite, right? They mean the total opposite. I think we can all agree on that to some degree. Right? So what if when they was telling us we live on the ball, what if they really meant we live in the ball? What if they really meant that? And also, what if they say, you know, we're going up to the moon, meaning we're going down to the moon? Do you lot ever think like that, or is it just London? You know, and people say, "Oh, it's just plasma up there. Look, it's plasma, it's plasma." All right, so you know, sometimes you got to think outside the box and think, what if it's a reflection? What if something solid is down? You know, they say they're going up, but they're really going down. How come no one ever talks like that? How come we don't have those type of conversations? You know, the deception and the mirrored realm. Up means down and left means right and all of that type of stuff. The eyes play trick on us, right? The eyes play tricks. You have to remember that. You have to remember that. 313 in the building. Big up nephew. Well go on, nephew. Right. So I mean, you know, what if they really meant that? Up means down and down means up. And out merely is in, you know. Instead of living on the ball, you're living in the ball. What if that was the one of the craziest tricks, right? That the devil ever pulled. Convince you live on the ball, right? Instead of living in the ball. I'm pretty sure most of you understand where I'm going with this, even with you flat earthers, right? Remember, I'm just a researcher and I like to think outside the box and present new things. But even with the flat earthers, I guess they can, you know, come to that understanding what I'm trying to say, you know. But they don't pronounce it as hollow earth, they pronounce it as flat earth, right? Is it the same thing? Maybe. But I think the flat earth came from the hollow earth. The timings match up, right? The timings match up. I hear people talk about the ancestors were talking about flat earth. No, they were just talking about earth. It's up for debate what shape they was talking about, but they wasn't saying flat earth. They was just saying earth. Matter of fact, they weren't even saying that. They were saying plasma. They were saying energy and plasma. Don't let that go over your head. Trust me, I got something coming for you with that one. When I hear people talk about Newton Geb and flat earth, no, they was talking about plasma. They were talking about plasma. I got that one coming, don't worry. All right. But it's wild because you know me, since you know, looking and researching, the shit I come across is wild, right? People will look at me and think, nah, London, that's wild. Nah, nah. Hollow Earth, nah. Hollow Eye, nah. well, I don't know. Ooh, Hollow Earth, Hollow. I see where you're going with that, London, but nah. Right. Remember, I was only talking the shit. What? Uh, 2 years ago now. There've been people talking the shit 4, 6 years max. At least I thought, right? Casey entered the stars. Salutes to my man, right? I thought I was doing it. I thought I come across this until I found out Casey was there. I was like, whoa. So there's people actually out there that think like me and see what I see. And not only that, they've got a catalog of it. Not only that, they got a catalog of what I can see. And they was talking this shit 4 years ago, 6 years ago. When I looked on his, latest video to do with what I've been looking at, it was like 6 years ago. So that's like 6 years ago you was talking this shit. Wow. Brilliant. Brilliant. 6 years ago, I was not talking this shit. I don't know what I was on. I know what I was on, right? But you don't want to know what I was on. But I wasn't talking that 6 years ago. That was only 2 years ago for me. So come to find out that someone like Case is looking at the same thing 6 years ago. That's interesting. And like I said, he's got good work on it, right? But it don't stop there, ladies and gentlemen. Because there was someone else talking this shit before Casey. Apparently, the numbers don't lie. This was like 8 years ago, close enough to nearly 9 years ago. Let's just round it off to a 10. Let's round it off to a solid 10. Lay low, solid 10. 10 years ago, they was talking this shit. I had no idea. I had no idea. All right, so NASA is a distraction to keep us looking up. Could be. That's what it is. That's what it looks like, right? Got everybody looking up when you should be looking down. Wild. Like I said, the shit I got coming in store for you guys, don't worry, man. Don't worry. It's a wild one. The invaders apparently came from the moon and shit. Crazy. But like I said, they were talking this shit 10 years ago to do with the eye and the world, the globe. Right? So like I said, 420 if you got that shit, right? Let's lock in and let's watch some of that good shit, man. You know what we're here for. Oh, did they remove it? Oh, okay, they removed it. They removed it. Oh, hold on a second. Wait, it was just there. So we could not find his page. Let me refresh it. See what happens. All right, we're good. Back in the building. Let's get into it. All right. The biggest secret ever kept in history revealed. All right. Let's have a look. And you know what's crazy? Remember just yesterday, right? I gave you guys some homework, right? Well, not yesterday, the day before. I know no one done their homework, but listen to this, right? When I gave you guys your homework, I went to go do the homework for you guys because I thought, you know what, no one's gonna do their homework. I know how it goes. So when I'm doing some, searching, ducking and diving, you know how we go. I come across this, right? And I was like, what the fuck? Let me have a look, see, right? Now, like I said, it it's wild, right? So 420 if you got that, and let's get into it. Fuck it.
Vital. The old cynicism is gone. We have faith in our leaders. We're optimistic as to what becomes of it all. It really boils down to our ability to accept. We don't need pessimism. There are no limits.
It figures it would be something like this.
Our nation.
The biggest kept secret in the world. Excuse me. Shout out to my Croatian brother. Thank you for your donation, my brother. Shout out to my Croatian brother. You know who you are, my Croatian brother. I ain't gonna say your name, but you know who you are, my Croatian brother. Thank you very much for the donation. I appreciate you. And thank you for being here, my Croatian brother. You already know, LAYLOW.
What if this whole time, all the answers that we've been searching for have been right in front of our own eyes? I mean, literally right in front of our eyes. What if the reason we don't see and understand because we're not actually looking with our eyes, we're not hearing with our ears, just like Jesus told us to do? What if the very nature of God's creation is shown through the anatomy of our own bodies? You know, I've been studying the flat earth for roughly about half a year now. I mean, it's been interesting and looking at different things, but recently I've come across some information that really kind of makes me wonder if the truth isn't in between the globe and the actual flat earth. I did a video on creation and I was talking about the torus and the vortex. Little did I realize the answer was staring me right in front of my face the whole time, and I didn't even realize it.
Keeping in mind now, folks, this is 10 years ago, right? We call it 10 years ago, right? Let's go. Yes, my brother. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my brother. You already know.
In this next picture, I want to show you a picture of what we perceive as the flat earth. And then we have a picture of the globe, which pretty much is what everybody thinks we live on. But what if I were to tell you it might look something more like this? And now, what if I told you the answer was literally right here? What if we are living on top of the lens? The firmament is the crystalline sky around us.
10 years ago. 10 years ago. 10 years ago. 10 years ago. What'd you say, cuz? I said 10 years ago. Oh, okay.
Around us, the eye wall, and what is under the lens that we live on is the underworld. And what happens if we take and flip this lens upside down? What shape do we see underneath? This is what's really surprising. We have the horns, the crescent moon. Those are the symbols that we see all over the place in ancient cuneiform and Babylonian tablets and Egyptian. That third celestial object. What if that is the origin of the black sun, and the black sun is what dwells underneath, and it pops out, like Revelation says, when the bottomless pit is open, darkness takes over the sky. It's smoke from a furnace. I mean, this fits together with everything in the book of Enoch, speaking of the portals or the chambers that the sun and moon come in and go out. This also matches with the horns from Azazel, why they were wearing the horns, lords of the underworld, where they're chained up now. And this also perfectly matches the golden mean spiral and all the sacred geometry. And I'll show you an animation here showing how this spiral pattern makes this globe or this eye with us as the plane inside. So here's the animation.
Hey, but check this out. I hope you lot are paying attention to this part right here, right? Wild. Blew my mind away when I saw this. Check this out.
Now you just got to ask yourself, have we seen this pattern being shown to us? And the answer is yes. We have seen this pattern all over the place. Namely, we have seen it in the Game of Thrones introduction, and we have seen it in the sphere within the sphere sculptures that are all over the earth.
Hold on, because the Game of Thrones, remember I showed you guys that the other day, right? We went over that. Where is it? Hold on. Oh shit, what have I done?
Creatures, the fallen angels, the demons. I mean, we just look at these pictures and we can see everything is showing the sun wheel in the center.
What the fuck did I just do?
Now you just gotta ask yourself, have we seen this pattern being shown to us? And the answer is yes. We have seen this pattern all over the place. Namely, we have seen it in the Game of Thrones introduction, and we have seen it in the sphere within the sphere sculptures that are all over the earth. What's really striking to see is the fact that where the center is, the North Pole, where Mount Meru is, the magnetic mountain, we see that there is almost a navel at the top. Could that possibly be where the entrance is to the pit? That could be open, that CERN is trying so desperately to open, that will release the beast out of his hole, and the scorpion creatures, the fallen angels, the demons. I mean, we just look at these pictures and we can see everything is showing the sun wheel in the center.
Remember this picture when I've been showing it? I had a funky feeling it was something to do with the eye, right? Even though it was like a crystal ball type, I said, that's an eye. That ain't no crystal ball. They're trying to show you the eye, right? And this is what this guy was saying 10 years ago. And yeah.
The center. Yeah, we see this depression in these images, this circle in the middle of the sun wheel. This can't all be coincidence. It's just not possible. And I can see how the globe Earth and the flat Earth can both be distractions.
Yeah, he said, you heard it. You can see how the globe Earth and the flat Earth can both be distractions. This is his mindset 10 years ago. And this is my mindset in the present state now. I only come across this, what, the other night? Wild.
If the truth is hidden in the middle. Have you ever heard of the term half-truth? I mean, this is just too striking to ignore. And the more I think about it, the more I'm just feeling pressure to do more study and more deeper investigation into this, because I know there's more than what meets
Yeah,
the
there
eye,
you go.
literally.
There you go.
Also, we need to remember, what was it that not...
And not only that, this is NASA's first image of the Earth, right? Clearly, look at it. It's got a bloody hole in the middle. They present that as the first image of the Earth from outer space, right? When I throw this in the Google Finder, nothing but eyes come up. Nothing to do with the bloody Earth. Only one. It introduces this model what it is, and then the rest of it is just nothing to do. It's just everything to do with eyes. So what are we talking about? That's crazy.
What was it that Nazi Germany was so desperately trying to search for at the North Pole? What was Operation Hydrum truly about? Why did we send troops up there with Admiral Richard Byrd? I mean, I've heard that they were searching on the outer rim of the firmament, the ice shelf. I don't think that's where they were. I think they were in the absolute North Pole, in the center. We go into some of the hollow Earth theory and some of those studies that show there's a portal up there or a opening that leads into the inside of the Earth. I mean, Nazi Germany and America don't spend all this amount of money for nothing, and they don't keep people away from there for nothing. I mean, you try to go up there in a boat or a plane, and you will be met with military resistance. You are not allowed to explore this area. And by looking at some of these ancient maps, we see it time and time again showing this area without ice in some cases. And also, we notice that the patterns of this area also match that of layouts for Atlantis. And now we look at these Zeitgeist movement and the Venus Project. They have the same patterns of this Atlantean city that's built round like that. So, I mean, the connections are well worth looking deeper and investigating more. Now, if we go and look at the 1893 map,
There you go,
the
Station
South Dakota
Square.
Square and Stationary Earth map.
Come on. I've been screaming at this one for a little while now. I've been saying, yo, this one's the eye, plain sight. Right, that is the eye in plain sight. Yo, Ants, what's going on?
Hi.
How you doing, my brother?
I'm well.
Good man, good man.
Yeah, he was talking about the Venus project. Yeah.
Yes, Venus Project. What was that? I was trying to pause it, but it wouldn't let me pause, so I let it play. What was the Venus Project about? Do you know?
Yeah, it was invented by Jack Fresco and some other guy, and they found it in the Florida, I think.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
I think I know about that one. Venus Project. Okay, okay. Hold on. Is that the same one? Is that like a circle inhabitant?
Yes.
Is it? Is that? Hold on, but I think I found a different one. I'll have to show you after. But Mr. Baxter on the building. Salute.
Hey.
One second. Let me pull up the globe now. There's something I need to look at on the globe. Something that I came across. Where's the Americas? Right over here. I'll do it after actually. Let's let this rest of this play out for a bit. Yeah, salute to the chat room. Much love, much love. Where's TML? Normally he's here.
Stationary Earth map, I believe.
Yeah, boom. Stationary Earth map. Right? I mean, I don't see flat earthers talk about this map. They pull up every other flat earth map apart from this one. Right? They pull up every flat earth map, ring map to prove their point, to make a point. But I'm yet to see them pull up this one. Right? They show you the rings within the rings, but they never go to the stationary Earth map. And the word speaks volumes. Stationary, right? Stationary, meaning not moving. right? It's stationary, fixed. They never go to this map because it reveals a lot. It flips their whole paradigm upside down. And then it brings you back over to London and Casey and, you know, what other people's been trying to tell you, like this gentleman right now. Possibly. I'm not saying it's definitely that, but it's looking like that, especially what the quote unquote ancestors are saying, right? The folks that were saying this in the 18th century and the 8th century. So this right here, this is a deal breaker for the flat earthers. This is a deal breaker right here for the flat earthers. I tell you that much. They run from this one. I never see a flat earther pull up this one. They stay clear from this one. Just give you the rings and rings and rings. When they should be coming to this stationary earth, right? Just the word stationary alone should have your attention. That this one here should be proving a point all the time with the stationary, not rising earth or moving earth, spinning earth, but stationary. Checkmate. Right? They stay clear of this one. They stay clear. I swear to God. Truth hurts, but you know, it is what it is. What I can see, the globers and the flat earthers th- got it half wrong. I'm not gonna say they got it all wrong, but they got it half wrong. Can I be fair and say that they got it half wrong? Right? So they need to really think about what they're looking at, what they're presenting, what they're talking about, what the folks were saying back in the days, what these people are trying to tell us, what they're showing us. Right? First of all, it's a crater. Right? First of all, you can see a crater thing going on. But you know what's wild about this as well, right? Because look, it's got the crater, it's got the mound, right? The hill. But then I'm thinking about deception and my eyes could play a trick. What if this is the opposite way, like it's going inwards? Because it almost looks like, you know, when you're looking up into a roof.
Yeah, like the clip where the Einstein
There you go.
reversal. Yeah, yeah,
Checkmate.
yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Exactly
Well,
like that.
yeah.
hmm like just imagine if this was on your ceiling and you're looking up. This looks like it's a cup, like, you know, it's just hollowness, like you're looking up. You understand?
Yeah.
Like it's a crater, basically. It could be reversed, like the Einstein one. Yes, exactly. Oh. There's so many ways you can look at this one here, and that's good. They should be looking at this one because it's an inverted mirror realm, but they skip past this one, and it's been published. This was published by the folks, you know. So yeah, let's keep going. Oh yeah, sorry, that was I was going to say. It's got the free sun projected as well. Right.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Free sun, 1, 2, 3. So that's the Dogon Trinity system. They spoke about the free sun, the free Trinity sun, the Dogon sun right there,
And
and other people spoke about the
yeah,
free sun. Right. So you got 1.
and the square also has a like a panther skin. It's the square thing.
The square, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. Look, it's even got like the little thing,
yeah,
these
yeah, yeah.
corners, right? We speak about the corners, but I'm saying is that the muscles, right? It even looks like it's got biology, like the way how it's set, right? Like it's biology, the little strings, right? And there's so many ways you can go with this one.
Earth map, I believe we're seeing probably the most accurate map depicted. I mean, this fits the torus, it fits the golden mean spiral pattern, and the one thing I think people don't understand is we have this vortex that is in the center that's pushing down. That would create our ocean currents, our wind currents. That would explain what Revelation talks about. You know, you have the four angels on the four corners that govern the winds. I mean, I think it's all part of understanding the vortex. We've even seen a very old photograph I dug up and found showing the power of the pyramids from way back in the day, showing the spiral force coming out of the top.
Wow, look at that. That's coming
Whoa.
out the top of the spiral. Interesting.
Produced curling.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at the spiral. Look at that. Interesting.
Out of the top of a pyramid, and I've almost contemplated wondering if maybe Mount Meru is a pyramid that is in the North Pole. I mean, speculating, I don't know for sure, for certain, but it wouldn't surprise me if that was there. As we continue looking on here, I'll start showing you an animation here, showing you the number patterns, the Fibonacci numbers, and how everything correlates into patterns. You know, we even find the 144 in there, which I somehow it matches up to the 144,000 Revelation. I'm not sure, but it's part of it. And we notice the patterns of threes. And one thing I've kind of started to notice is things are hidden in threes. It's like if we take the globe Earth, the flat Earth, and the hollow Earth, and we culminate the three together, I think we're going to find our answer. And I think that's why this information is just pouring out. You know, God's perfection. His creation is perfection. It says it in the book of Genesis that when God created the earth, he saw that it was good. Satan flips everything upside down, like we read in Isaiah. Surely your turning of things upside down should be esteemed as the potter's clay. I mean, this is how the devil operates. He flips it upside down in order to keep us from seeing the truth. It just reminds me of that one movie that came out called Upside Down, the two upside down worlds that were connected by one building. And, you know, we see this in the movies of the firmament being smashed and these people being freed. And it makes me wonder if the meaning isn't flipped to make us see that we're not the ones trapped under the firmament, that God is this mean person and he's this mean deity that's got us trapped in the firmament. It's the ones that are below us, the chained angels that are locked up. They're the ones that want to break.
Wowzers. I've never heard him put it like that. He said, we're not the ones trapped. It's the thing below us, right? The thing below us that's trapped within the firmament. Interesting.
Oh.
Or could it be trapped above us? I don't know. Interesting.
They're the ones that want to break out, and they're the ones seeking human assistance to get broke out. I think that puts a whole new perspective on Revelations and the pit. I mean, what better way to fool the masses into making us think that we're the ones trapped when it's actually them that are trapped? And, you know, they're just fooling the world into getting released, you know, and that's why, you know, these terrible things will happen when they get released, because when they're out, and then they're free to, you know, torture people and, you know, as they're called, the scorpions that sting and torment people for many, many months, as Revelation says. I mean, it's just too. The stuff that's coming together, you just can't ignore it. I mean, this cannot be ignored. There is a reason why this is jumping out at me. There's a reason why I'm making this video and putting this stuff together. I mean, everybody always takes one truth and holds on to that truth and just doesn't look at the other sides. You know, we need to culminate and put things together. Look at the whole big picture. Don't focus on the small picture. Don't take one little seed and plant that one seed and then that's all. You know, plant more seeds. Look at the big picture. Let's all put these interesting items together, these ancient maps, these ancient theories, you know, all the ancient texts. Let's look at them in a whole. And look what happens when we put this stuff together. We're starting to see.
Yes, that's what I've been doing. And that's what you've been doing by the sounds of it. And my role has led me to what you've been showing, you know. So I'm with you. Keep going. 420 if you got that. I'm rolling one up. Ant, you good?
Yeah.
All right, my man. Let's keep going.
Together, we're starting to see how this fits into the Bible, how these mathematical patterns fit into God's creation. We're seeing how Satan has changed things, how he's blinded us to the truth. how he doesn't want us to understand these things. He wants us to be playing around on our cell phones, and wants us to be distracted and watch the movies and get mesmerized by TV and take everything we see on TV as truth instead of thinking for ourselves, researching for ourselves. We have the power of the internet to look and find these things. And the sad fact is, most people spend their time on the internet looking at silly dogs and cats and people crashing bikes and whatever, instead of utilizing it as the tool that it is.
Yep.
You have all the knowledge of the world at your fingertips to investigate for yourself, to find these things out, especially if you're a believer in.
That's it. I'm a believer. I tried to find things out, and I come across you, and you're preaching that shit. So apple don't fall too far from the tree, my friend.
Christ, and you pray and you ask for the Holy Spirit to guide.
Don't do the praying thing though. That's one thing I don't do. I don't do the pray. I talk to myself within, if that makes any sense. Right, I talk to myself within, but I don't do the praying thing.
You and give you discernment. I mean, look at how far I've come. I mean, I've never even been to college, and I am learning things at a phenomenal rate because I pray and I ask for wisdom and discernment from God, and the Holy Spirit shows me these things. Anybody is able to do this. It's not just me. It's not just others. You can too. It's all about faith and believing, and God will show. It says in the Bible, if you ask of God, He will freely give it to you. The fear of God is what brings wisdom and understanding brings us the truth, which takes the scales off of our eyes, and we can start to see all this unfold, all this truth gets revealed, and we can see right from left, dark from light. Just take a look around you. How many times have you seen donuts symbolized in movies and TV? I mean, one must think immediately of The Simpsons. This is why they're showing you the donut. We live in the donut.
We live in that's why Homer's got the Simpsons, the dome, the donut, the toroid field, right? Homer's like man, right? He represents man, and he always wants the donut. He represents man. Then you got Marge, as you ladies out there. Hello, London. Right? We're the Homers, right? That's wild. Right in our face, right, with the donut. That's crazy. And then the dome to top it all off, the Simpsons dome, right? That's crazy. But hey, they do say the truth is in the Simpsons. And that's what I've been saying to you guys. I said that a few months back. I said, you guys let me know how things are going on within the news, right? And I'll let you know how things are going on within the Simpsons. And then we'll report back to each other. So yeah. Salute to the Simpsons.
We can start to see the patterns here now of why we're seeing spirals everywhere in movies, TV, logos. I mean, here it is, folks. This is the spiral. This is why the ancients were scrapping them on caves. This is why we're being shown them now, just like they were shown back in ancient times. And like I said, just remember, Satan flips everything upside down.
Yep.
This is God's design. This is God's pattern. And it's right here. This is the proof. And what do we see now? What does this remind you of? Take a very close look. What are we seeing here? We are seeing the eyes of the owl. This is where the symbolism comes from of the owl. It's been here this whole time, right in front of your faces.
Fire sign. Okay.
I could probably spend hours just talking about the Phi and
Yeah.
the different things that go with it, with the occult and whatnot, but the main thing is, if you look at the shape that we're seeing, you see the connection, you see heaven, you see earth. Do we now understand what happened when Adam and Eve took of that forbidden fruit, when they were awakened by Satan, eating of the tree of good, knowledge of good and evil? We have the dark eye, you have the right eye that's light, the left eye that's dark, the chokmah and the Kabbalah tree. Now you can see the separation that happened from God. The line was severed in the middle. We were cut off. Adam and Eve were no longer able to see the angels and God above. They became flesh, and through becoming flesh, they gave up their inheritance. Satan was able to control this earth. Now we see these patterns. You can see the gap in the face here, separation from God. And I'm going to show you a quick movie clip. Now that we understand the vortexes and the pyramids and the torus and pretty much how our earth is and where we actually live and how we're severed off from God and severed off from heaven, I want to show you something that really just is unbelievable that was put in the movie R.I.P.D. Let's just take a look at that and see if you can figure out exactly what's being shown to you in this movie. All right, now we see that they're looking up stairs where we have our spiral pattern here again. And they're building the phallus with the X. The X is the missing piece. And there we see the vortex in the sky.
See the X and the diamond.
Activate this phallus. Basically, it's a mockery to reverse the portal to heaven.
Keeping in mind, my brother Ant, this is 10 years ago, bro.
Yeah.
This is crazy. I need to go back further now in these movie stuff, right? Because oh man.
Reverse the portal to heaven so the dead turn back to earth and it's shut off.
What the X?
Go.
The eye in the sky.
And now basically he's telling her that, some of these ancient things need sacrifice. They need blood sacrifice in order to work properly. So he has to sacrifice someone in order to turn the machine on for it to complete its action. I mean, this is the stuff they're showing in movies. I mean, people watch this and think they're being
At 6.
entertained.
Okay.
I mean, Satan's showing you right here, right in front of your face, his plan. I mean, this is how demented this stuff is. I mean, this is the truth being shown to you right here. This is what Satan wants. He wants that gateway reversed. He wants it shut down completely. He doesn't want anybody to be able to go to heaven. This falls in line with what I was teaching
Oh.
about the pineal gland. When we
What
die,
movie is this?
time space flips over in your head. The silver cord is loose, and you, if you're a believer, you go to heaven. And the fact that what they're showing in this movie here is the portal being closed down, reversed, is Satan's defiance against God. This is 100% defiance against God and against Christ. See, there we have like a symbol of lightning bolt shooting up. And we see the lightning bolt everywhere. And here we see the portal being reversed,
Yeah, look at that.
And now the access to heaven is.
Look at that. That's exactly what what's his name? Constantine saw in the sky. Looked like the burning cross, that same symbol. Alright? We're gonna get into that.
The access to heaven has been cut off. I mean, come on, people. They put this stuff in these movies for a reason. Satan just thinks that we're all too stupid to figure it out. That's the bottom line here. But the truth is, he didn't account for the Holy Spirit and for certain people to be able to figure this stuff out and put two and two together.
The hand of God coming out.
I mean, we just got to remember here, folks, that Satan and his angels were in heaven. They were there when God created everything. I mean, is it really any surprise that all the stuff we see here on earth is a copy of things in heaven? Does Satan not try to counterfeit and copy everything that God has done and created? I mean, the pyramids, all the mathematics, all the symbolism, you know, like the six-pointed star, the five-pointed star, all these things were created by God. Satan has perverted them all, flipped them upside down. You know, we can take a look at the pentagram. You know, I'll show you a picture here real quick of the pentagram. We have it right side up. We see that, you know, the head is facing up. You know, this is the way that God created man, you know, in his image, you know. And then if you take the pentagram and you flip it upside down, what do we see? We see the man's head upside down in darkness. So the head up, we have light, and the head down, we have darkness. You have up and down, left and right, light and dark. You know, you can't combine the two, and that's part of the deception of the chokma, is the blending of the light and dark, the yin and yang, that you can be one.
That's the shit I was talking about earlier with the up and down, you know, left and right. That's good. Like I'm saying, that's wild.
Ja,
Great
de
minds.
derde man.
Say that again.
De chokma van de Kabbalah.
Yeah.
There's a second one. Like the same as Kenas and Kenos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here in there, there's another vortex there. One there. And one in the middle.
That you can be one and balance each other out. That is an absolute 100% lie. It's one or the other. There is no in between. There is no melding of the two. You are either for Christ or you are against him. You know, you can't be not for Christ and against Satan. There is no line there. There is no gray area. God does not have gray areas.
I'm gonna pause that there. Sec. Need that pause. Got something else I wanted to skip over. So yeah, that's interesting so far. Anyway, that's interesting. He's talking that shit. Talking that shit. Talking that shit. Mm. Matter of fact, he's talking that shit 10 years ago. 10 years ago, man. Very fascinating. Very fascinating. I mean, Hildegard had the vision. Flood had the vision. Jules had the vision. A lot of these people had the vision.
You too, also.
Oh, yes, yes. I have that vision. I have that vision. I have that vision. You could say I'm waking up. Right? I'm waking up. I'm waking up. There was hold on, where's it gone? I wanted to show something real quick. Damn, I hope I bloody saved it. Hold on. Got no chat room. I gotta let this load in the meantime. Thank you, Dino. Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad you appreciate it. We're checking every corner, right? Lifting up every rock, looking for these clues. Alright. Come to find out, most of this stuff that these quote unquote ancients said, apparently, wasn't really what they were saying. So that's strange within itself. The clip I wanted to show, where's it gone? No. Oh, hold on. I had something from my man, what's his name, Crumb TV. Oh, he puts in some work as well, but I can't even. Oh, okay, here we go. I think this is it.
Everybody, he's in the building.
Yeah, here we go. Before we get out of there.
Building. He's in the building.
Shout out to the disciples. I see y'all. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all.
There's a question for you.
Oh, it says, "Yo, Crumb, when we gonna build on Hollow Earth, family?" Oh my God. Yeah.
I don't really know too much about Hollow Earth.
That's not true.
I mean, I mean,
The minister does this all the time, family. One time, the minister said, "I don't know something about something," and he went on for 3 hours and talked about it. Yeah, fine. You don't know nothing about it. Got you. Yeah, Hollow Earth. It not to get off topic because I know we're going somewhere. Your boy talked about Hollow Earth a lot.
Who that?
The Honorable Elijah Muhammad. You know Yakub family from Hollow Earth.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Family. Disciples only. Disciples only.
Shul.
If
Hold
you
on.
remember, and he hasn't talked about.
Did you hear that? He said shul. When he mentioned the Yakub, right, and Hollow Earth, he said shul. That's interesting. Right, it said shul. Hold on a second. Because that changes a lot. I mean, where is it hiding? Hebrew cosmology. Do you remember what I said earlier about something being on top? I wonder if who would be in here? Would we be in here? I mean, even when they show us certain stuff, they're saying, look, you live here, take it and leave it. Even when they show us the globe, they say, all right, you live here. We don't know where we live. They say we live here, right? Is the cube coming from shore or are we coming from shore? But when you reference your cube, this is what you mentioned, Sheol, hollow earth. So are we on top or are we inside? Or are we still on top inside this hollowness? Inside the hollowness. And the invaders are underneath. Or I won't say invaders, but another civilization, I don't know. But that's interesting. When you mentioned Yakub coming from Sheol, I heard Sheol. That's what he said. So, that's interesting.
Oh yeah, the Avengers movie. They have a shield also, and it's an underground base military. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
They have all of that. They have all of that. Not only that, someone was reading the audio, one part of the audio in the Yakub theory, and it said something about his intentions wasn't to create Earth, he wanted to destroy it. It said, AKA the moon, right? That's what he said, AKA moon. So that was interesting.
Oh.
In a while. I'm talking about the minister. Press 000 if you remember the minister. Back in the day, he talked about it a lot. Y'all guys live on the earth. There are a lot of people who live in the earth.
Got it.
The minister has said that many a times.
Got it. You're right. I totally forgot about that whole lecture. So that now that's what I don't know too much about. I'm familiar with the story, but I think you did a PowerPoint on Yakub, and I just never really got into the story of Yakub, the big head scientist, or what they call the mad scientist. But there was an illustration of something over on YouTube where they kind of showed like the cartoon depictions of the whole entire story. So maybe we can take a quick dive into it and go slightly over, because I'm really rusty on the whole story, to be honest with you. I'm more familiar with the fact that Admiral Byrd said that he actually flew inside the Earth. I'm more familiar with that than the story of Yakub. Oh, it is 9/11. It is 9/11. I forgot about that. Happy 9/11.
Oh yeah, hold on. What happened? Anything happen? Anybody want to bring me up to speed with any events that happened? Was there any parties, or did anything happen in the United States for 9/11? Did I miss anything? Anybody want to bring me up to speed? All right, that would be great. Let's keep going.
Even though I haven't seen that one funeral, but okay.
Okay.
Have anybody seen any funerals or any?
No.
I haven't seen anything from the 9/11. I've seen more things against it than for it.
So it's been forgotten now. It's been written out of history. Is that what's going on? Because I forgot about that. That's wild.
Here as of recent last 3-4 years. But anywho, yeah, bro, you can take a dive into it. I mean, I only got in here today because I just wanted to bring people up to speed before I go live on Sunday. But it says the hollow Earth is a concept proposing that the planet is entirely hollow or contains a substantial interior space. Notable suggested by Edmund Halley in the late 17th century. The notion was disproven first tentatively by Pierre, whatever his name is, 1740, then definitively by Charles Hutton in his Schindler's experiment, Schindler experiment around 1774. I'm wondering what type of equipment they had back in the 1700s to do any kind of excavating or digging, because we just got the drill, I think, in like 1996, the drill to go all the way. They went like maybe 18, 20 miles, and they had to stop because they hit something that was solid. They couldn't drill through it. Some type of mantle. They say it's the mantle or the hard interior of the Earth. I'm not sure. It was still occasionally defended through the mid-19th century, notably by John Cleveland Symes Jr. and J.N. Reynolds. But by this time, it was part of a popular pseudoscience and no longer a scientifical valuable hypothesis. So they just stopped. They said, fuck it. The concept of the hollow Earth still recurs in folklore and as a premise of subterranean fictional and subgeneral adventure fiction. Hollow Earth also reoccurs conspiracy theories such as the underground kingdom of Agarthia and the crypto-terrestrial hypothesis and it's often said to be inhabited by mythological figures or political leaders.
Wow, political leaders. Is that what they're saying? Okay, I never heard about that part. Political leaders. That's interesting.
May I share screen?
Please.
So if you go back, because the minister just showed a map, go back to the movie Doctor
Oh, yeah.
in the movie Doctor Strange, the black guy passes him a piece of paper that says Shambhala. The name Shambhala was on the map that the minister just showed you. Dr. Strange said, "What is this? Some type of whatever?" He
Some type of
says,
mantra. Is my mantra.
"It's the Wi-Fi password." And everybody's, it's like the laughing thing. But if you go back to the
Wi-Fi
ancestors,
password.
everybody says, "Oh yeah, we the Native Americans." I've never debated that. I've never disagreed with that. But I find it funny how y'all say that, not you, the minister, but or nobody
Yeah,
in the listening audience. But I find it funny how these people say that they're the Native Americans, but they don't know what their ancestors said. The Hopi Indians. It was the Hopi who said this. The Hopi said our ancestors lived inside the earth.
Oh, okay. So the Hopis said their ancestors lived inside the earth. That's interesting. I need to find that. That's interesting. That's a big statement. I like where it's going. I like that.
So then there was this dude who went and talked to the Hopi to say, "Tell me more about your ancestors that live inside the earth." And that dude, because they don't document the ancestors, they're going to document the Tamahu, Flugelrod, and the homunculus or whatever. January 29th, 1934, lizard people catacombs city hunted. Who are the lizard people of Los Angeles? Legend of underground people who live inside the earth. Lizard people. Throwback Thursday. Did lizard people live under the city of Los Angeles? Oh boy, who was some type of engineer. And these are the ancestors right there. They had to go and talk to the ancestors, because the ancestors told you thousands of years before you had any type of engineering, whatever, that these people were living underneath the earth, and it was underneath the city of Los Angeles. And here's the map that old boy made.
What the hell?
Lizard people's catacomb city hunted. This is back in the 1930s, 1920s. They said it's people living underneath the city of Los Angeles. In addition to that, those same people, there's a corridor, there's a connection between.
Do you know what that reminds me of? When he just said that, right? Lizard people living under Los Angeles. That made me think of Spider-Man, and he fights that lizard who lives under the ground, under the sea. Yeah, that's what that reminds me of straight away. Spider-Man, lizard under the ground.
Los Angeles. I'm sorry.
That's Colorado, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead, continue.
There's a corridor that connects Los Angeles to Denver, Colorado. Go to the Denver, Colorado airport. They have a statue of a blue horse called not Lucifer, Blucifer. And the Denver, Colorado airport Masonic statue. It's not a statue, it's a plaque. This is inside of the Denver International Airport, which, I'm not one to have this fear mongering of the Masons, because today is 9/11. What is this Friday, family? Somebody in the comments tell me what this Friday is. Today is 9/11. What's Friday?
Oh, shut the front door.
Come on, somebody. Today is 9/11. Friday is the 13th. Y'all been doing this since the 1300s. This whole Friday the 13th, we're scared of the Masons. Y'all gonna get over this. So I'm not gonna add to the Masons fear mongering that started on Friday the 13th in the 1300s. I'm not adding on to that. But a part of the mysticism with the international airport is this particular place.
Hold on, real quick before we get off track. I wanna. Yeah. That's like the lizard people.
Yeah.
Under the city. That's who's fighting under the city. The lizard people, the lizard man,
The Nagas.
the Naga. Yeah, boy.
Plaque that's over there. Now, the thing about the that international airport, and those people at the airport, they play to that. Denver, Colorado Airport, reptilian, because they're reptilians living underneath the earth. This is inside the airport. Apologies for the noise. Reptilians are underneath the airport doing construction. I don't know if it's true or not, but if it's not, you're playing to people's fears.
Yeah.
Now, why would they put that up there?
Exactly. This is in the Denver Internet. It says DEN, Denver International Airport. What are we doing? Doing amazing new restaurants and blah blah blah. They're playing to the reptilian thing. Now, why is this in the Denver International Airport? How many floors underneath the Denver National Airport are there? When they first created the Denver National Airport, an investigation into the underground tunnels of the Denver International Airport. The same thing that you saw in California with the people underneath the stairs. I'm being funny. That was a movie. With that movie scared me when I was a kid. But the same thing you saw with these catacombs of lizard people who lived underneath the earth.
Fact, that movie was scary as hell when I was younger. People under the stairs. Fool. That movie was scary.
The Hopi told you about them. They told you about them in California in the 1930s, and they're currently telling you about it in Denver, Colorado. This whole thing, and this is the thing. We've already done 000. Press 111 if the minister has told you so many times about the gods in the mountains. Family, if you are a disciple, you've been following the minister, then you know he's told you on a cornucopia, a plethora, a myriad of times about these gods and these mountains. So now, if you go and look not on the mountain, inside the mountain, the tunnel inside mountain military. Because there's this I don't think it might be, but they're blocking it. That's it. Cheyenne with I can take you to a mansion way out in Wisconsin. I'm joking when I say Wisconsin, but Cheyenne Mountain Complex. The military. This is how you get into inner Earth. They have a tunnel and it's guarded by the military. Look at the fences. The fences got barbed wire. They typically have people guarding it. That one boy who had to go to Russia to seek asylum.
Who's that?
Somebody in the listening audience. It was the one boy who had to go to Russia to seek to seek asylum. They made a movie about him, and he snitched on America that they're spying on people.
Snowden.
Somebody in the listening audience, tell me what his name is. That one boy. They made a movie, Snowden.
Yeah.
Snowden was in Inner Earth, and in his movie, they had his ass in Inner Earth. You had to go through all of these whatevers. So, with that said, this whole Inner Earth thing, they call it dumb. You can't make this up. They call it dumb. Deep underground military base. Let me go to images, see what I can pull up. Deep underground military base. Let me just type it in. Deep underground military base. There we go. Cheyenne Complex. And this is over there by the Grand Canyon. They will not let you into the Grand Canyon. Why won't they let us into the Grand Canyon? Because there are core. I'm sorry, please.
Nah, Minister, you cut him off. You can't cut Crumb off. Let him cook. Let him cook. Let him cook. Come on, let him cook, Minister. Let him cook. Let him cook.
All right.
You should have let him cook back. You should have let him cook back. But you know, damn, you knocked him off his perch there, boy. Yeah, I know he was about to give it to us, but you know.
Now, hold on for a second. Let's examine this mountain because you fucking me up right now, bro.
Yeah, but you should have let him cook.
There's a movie or a TV series. I want you to continue though. I'm gonna search for this TV series and I'm gonna pull it up. It's the same exact shit. I promise you, it's mind blowing. Continue though. I want you to continue because this is fucking me up.
The minister has made not made videos, but in many different videos, the minister has told you guys there's a correlation between these mountains and these gods. They have this weird obsession with these mountains. So now, if you go to the Grand Canyon, you're gonna see where certain parts of the Grand Canyon they won't let you inside because there's a corridor in there, an opening in there, to where you're gonna find America is older than Egypt. I've got no problem with Africa. I love Africa. Shout out to Africa. There are brothers, sisters, cousins, aunties, uncles, all of that. But if you go to that Grand Canyon, it's gonna provide some evidence that whatever's in Africa came second. Whatever's in Africa, no, I'm not debating nobody on Africa. The whole planet is ours. But that Grand Canyon, inside those mountains, inside that inner earth, is evidence that we were here before they created all that stuff over there. Excuse me. And this all alludes to Hollow Earth. I yield the floor.
Damn. So I was trying to find the TV episode, but it's called The 100. If you've never seen it before, it's basically, let me see if I can find the trailer, and I'm gonna encourage you guys to go check it out. I'm gonna bump the trailer real quick. So anyway, in The 100, these individuals, Earth is covered by some radiation war outbreak that they had at one point, and a lot of people stayed on Earth. They were called the grounders, and with the grounders,
Excuse me. 100. I remember seeing that back in the day, but I thought it was crap, to be honest. I thought, 100, what a name. I think I saw the trailer, it didn't catch my attention. But now I think I'm ready for it. What you got for me? Show me. What you got?
the grounders went inside this mountain, the same complex you just showed. I can't find the scene in the movie, but man, it's the exact same thing. And they were inside that mountain for like 20 something fucking years living. I mean, like 2 generations were born inside the mountain to the point where they have never gone outside their entire life in fear of radiation poison. So if you have not seen this film, it's not even a film, it's actually a series. It's called The 100. That's the space station everybody lives on now. Everybody lives in the space station. Like, it's a whole community.
Hold on. Space station. Let me see that one.
It's on now. Everybody lives in the space station.
That window or something.
Like, it's a whole community in space. These little badass YT kids still a damn shuttle. A couple of them got kicked off of it and got sent back down to Earth. Now they're terrified to be on Earth. because of all the stories of radiation and burning and so. But it's been over like I don't know some
That sounds like Mars, right? Afraid to land on Mars, radiation, poisoning, this, that.
amount 50, 60 years to where look at
Oh,
that shit.
Mm.
Things have mutations of radiation and burning and so. But it's been over like I don't know some amount 50, 60 years to where.
look at that. Damn. Hey, where else do they show you that shit? In The Simpsons? Mm. Two-headed fish and all that. Right. That's crazy. Look at that. Mutated. I wonder where they landed. I bet they landed in the Americas.
Look at that shit.
Mm.
Things have mutated, things have changed, things have happened, and they're living inside these mountains, bro. So there's something I want to show y'all, man. Like definitely check it out. It's worth taking a look at. Along with what Admiral Byrd had already said about Hollow Earth, I think it's some meat on the bone with that shit, personally.
And let me take a moment to call out the minister who claims he's fuzzy on this. The minister did a video. It did very well about Godzilla and King Kong, where he went into depth. It was a very good video. Uh, I'm very tempted to go look it up. And the minister went in on Hollow Earth. I think it was called. We did a video called King Kong versus Godzilla or something like that. And he spoke very in depth about it then as well. I'm just not remembering.
That had to be a little while ago. I mean, you guys got to realize I'm young, so I tend to forget more. So this is Admiral Byrd's rendition of Hollow Earth, and there's actually a interview, but he basically said Hollow Earth starts at the top, what we call the North Pole. There's a huge hole, gaping hole, at the center of the top of the Earth, and that's another entry to another section of inside the Earth. And the individuals who live inside the Earth are called terrestrious. You're called terrestrial because you're on top of the Earth. Anything outside of the bounds of where we live are called extraterrestrials. The word terrestrial just means land, dirt, earth, soil, etc., etc. But between Admiral Byrd, between the Nation of Islam tales of what's his name, Yaqub, there might be some validity to it, bro. I've never heard anybody disprove it. There's more proof pointing to it than pointing away from it, in my personal opinion. And I'm not sure who asked that question, but that's the short answer. That's the short answer. You're absolutely correct.
Mm-hmm.
Now my memory is getting unfogged a little bit. We have to remember that Godzilla is the god of the Zillas. Zadzil. That's it right here.
I think it loops. Yeah, boy. Shield. Shout out to Crumb TV. He's on the money. Good money. Yeah, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. How you feeling, Ant?
I'm well, yeah.
Yeah, you good?
This is
What's going on? He's in the chat room. Grand old chat room. You got Eternal in the building. Mm-hmm. Got Shawnee in the building. Max in the building. Yeah, I watched some of that. It got boring. What's that? 100 you talking about? Underground is evil. Wow. What did you have in the back? What's this? Take a quick look before we get out of here. Adverts. What is it? It's only time. Clip. Would I get a strike for it though?
Oh, the clip?
Yeah.
No, maybe.
What
This
about
is
if it's
what.
on silent? Is there a how do you call it? Uh, a timestamp?
Yeah. Wait.
Hold on, let me show you on the screen. Okay, they're on the screen.
Yeah, in the beginning. Uh, yeah, the shield and the lens
Shield and the lens.
tubes. Like, uh, uh,
We can pass it.
I think it's 1 minute 17.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, sir. Bingo. Yes, sir.
And he puts it under the tubes. Like, what the hell?
Showing you right there. But you know what's crazy about it? Like, I'm see, because you remember the other day when we spoke about that map, right? And it looks like it was half organic and half, um, you know, don't really want to say, but because I don't know what I'll get striked for on this channel nowadays, you know, misinformation and shit, right? But
Yeah.
this almost looked half synthetic, right, for lack of better words, if you know what I mean. And they're showing you possibly one side of the realm that could be good. But going back to the, the AI side of things, you see how they got the Iron Man suits laid up like they're OVO type of shit, like new becoming.
Yeah.
I find that interesting. It's all about their still frame shots, right? Where they show you what are they showing you when they show you shots like this? The
They're
androids in
like,
the back.
like 7 of them. Mark 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7. Yeah. And the shield is like a serious.
Yeah, it's got the honeycomb effect on it as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. What's this device at the back there? Hmm. Triangle and a circle. Well, and is it? Hold on, cause check this out. Isn't that like the miniature version of his reactor in his chest? Is that the reactor in his chest?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Almost like the heart of the galaxy. Interesting. His chest.
Mm. The blue one. Mm.
It almost looks like those images I showed you the other day. Like
Oh,
almost
yeah,
like a
yeah.
Dyson square type. Quantum physics. Look at that. That's like the plasma in the eye, remember?
Mm.
That's looking at that. Hey, what they show you? Small little reset, right? Told you the heart of the galaxy. And why would they have a plasma beam on the heart of the galaxy, aka the eye, right? The lens. Right? That's interesting. That is very
Yeah.
interesting.
And the monolith also.
Yeah. 0 and the 1, huh? Look at that. And it's hitting right in the atom, right in the center. Right in. It's all right, cool, because you know what? It's a good thing I saw this because this little triangle thing here, I got something on this coming very soon. Very soon, my friend. It's in the movies, right? And it's all to do with the AI. It's all to do with the robots. Oh my goodness. I'm glad I saw this. That little triangle sign. All right. Tetrahedron.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll snap that. I'm probably gonna come back and film this anyway. Record it rather. Hmm.
Yeah.
Showing you. Hey, that's cold. In his eyes, coming to his eye. Yeah, oh my God. Yo, it's coming to his eye. They playing. Yo, look at that. Hold him. Hold him. What are they trying to do? Huh? What are they doing?
His
Come out.
name, his name is Tony also.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah.
Hey, this is gonna go well on the decoding on another movie night. Alright. Gonna show them. Gonna show you guys. Okay, this is dope. Alright, we leave that there. We leave
Yeah.
that there. That's dope. Good stuff, and
Mm.
yeah, good stuff. Alright, there you go. What's that? And people lived inside the earth. Yeah. In and out today. Yeah. But right behind now. Hello. Yes, welcome, Maria. Welcome. 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 Great run, London. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I'm about, trying to connect a few dots to figure out the bigger picture. Right? Because they're showing you the truth in some of these movies. The further you go back, the movies correlate with what the scriptures are saying. So what are we really talking about? LAYLOW. That's good, man. Keep doing what you do, and keep doing what you do.
Yeah, thanks.
Hey, when you see the connection that I made with the homework that I gave you guys, right? Gonna blow your mind. I had to extend the Holy AI Part 12. Right? Crazy connection, and then there's more to be made. All right, so this Hollow Earth is wow, wild. So, yeah, gonna keep doing what we do, man. Keep doing what we do. Shedding
Yeah.
some light on it.
Salutes to everyone, and yeah, big up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was something I was meant to show before I get off here, though. What was it? Want to slip my mind after I get off. Give me a sec. Oh yeah, one of this picture on the moon. It was an old one, but I was watching Roger Spurs the other night and he showed it again. So I thought I'll show it as well. Right? Roger was talking about because Roger he knows about the biology game as well, right? He's in alignment with us when it comes to, aka Gaia Earth, being alive or being some type of organism, right? But he sees a lot of valves and tubes and stuff. He was like, these are two valve canals, they come off something, they look like this, they come off that, blah blah blah. And I'm like, no, they ain't come off nothing. This is just how it is. This is what they're showing you, This could be, the two things that they've been talking about that's forming in the center now, with the fusion, how I showed you guys the other day. To me, it looks like the eye again.
Yeah.
I look like the eye again.
Ooh.
What's that say? Photo. What at the bottom? What does that say at the bottom? Photo or painting. Okay. Photo or painting. Yeah.
Those who recognize it, they recognize it. I pertaining to your thing, I've been making this. It's like a altitude correct painting. As far as I've made the claim that West Salem is a starport, and this is the Willamette River, and there's a point here, there's a point there, point there, point there. But I live in the center of this thing right here, and I just couldn't help but I guess kind of like Close Encounters of the Third Kind, just mash up some mashed potatoes and actually look at this going, I think I see something. So then now I'm looking at going, okay, is this really what I see? Because the altitude is like from 100 feet and it goes up to 1,000 feet. And there's the side of the star here, 3 points here. Over here, there's springs and creeks and stuff that make the other 3. And at a small, tiny scale, there's little tiny, stars, little tiny. Like
Hold
here,
on.
you can't say it. Finish it, but huh?
To me, that looks like the Gulf of Mexico. Where is that?
This is Salem, Oregon. It's
Okay.
actually West Salem. I don't know if we
Okay.
could see. Okay, wait, dang it. Can you see that? That's what I'm making. But do you see
Are you making it? Okay.
Yeah, because like the boat, the Willamette Queen, that's there. That's right there. That's docked right there. Oh wait, no, sorry, docked here. It's docked here, and then the bridge is that you see, right? And the sunset was over this way. The sunset was coming, this direction. Remember?
Yeah.
And then when I was on the paddles are facing that way, and this is the bridge is going across, and this right here, the straightaway, this is where they say that they put concrete blocks because this is cut. They cut this. It used to go like this, like an indent of a star, but they cut it, and so they put there to stop erosion. And then you come down here. Here they put hundreds and hundreds of vehicles because they cut here straight across.
Tom, we're leaving.
Oh, you're bogging. 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 Yeah, you bog.
Rob.
There you go. Mic check, you still there? Yeah, I think his reception gone. Anyway, I've got to be up for work in the morning, unfortunately. So yeah, you're still borging. You're borging. No, there you go. Reception's gone. Hey, Ant, any last final words for these folks down here?
Yeah. Lay low to everyone and big up.
Well said, my man.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining me. Appreciate
Thanks
it.
for everything.
No problem. No problem. No problem. We'll link up soon again.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ciao.
Ciao, my friend. Lay low. There you go. That weren't too bad. Oh, he's back.
I gotta show you. Look at that. Do you see that corn?
Yeah.
I mean, that's like real. I've done this. This is my 4th year, and
Mm-hmm.
and this year I'm like going, wow, this is happening. Right? This is
Nice,
because
yeah.
every year, cause see, like these these 5 right here, I planted. This is the original corn. Like this is the original corn, and for 4 years I grew. First year I grew this corn. This corn grew this corn, or made this corn, right? And then this, let's see, this corn here grew this corn. So this is 4 years. This is because I've been doing it for 3 years. So this is the 4th year. Okay, so that's the original corn there. And then that's the corn from that corn, and that's that corn from that corn, right? Because I don't know anything about corn, and I go, first year I'm going to plant them too deep, too shallow, do it all wrong and on purpose, right? Because I was trying to learn from YouTube. I'm like, okay, YouTube is like you got to like have perception and understand what they're not saying, and so what I wasn't getting from them was the idea of like, well, how wrong can I do it? I plant these guys, right? Big old nice corn, right? But then look at that. Like, whoa. What's up with that? Right? To where that happens naturally, but I did it kind of on purpose to to where this shouldn't be like this. This is like mutated. It's like it wanted to grow. It's like because it's like being influenced by these guys, right? Right? Because this pollen that's up there is falling down and it's going, it's so see this, it's already like wanting, these are fallopian tubes. These are actually like straws that capture, like see when they're brown like that means that they're used. That means that it went down in there and pollinated like that kernel and that kernel and that kernel. And so I planted them a week apart. Like there's 1 week, and then I waited a week and I planted this one. And I waited a week and I planted this one. Okay, so there's two different weeks difference. But look at this. This one is like it's over, to where you can influence the growth of these things. I found, and
Okay.
and there's genes that pass on, like because that's obviously from these guys, right? Because this is, I mean, that's a week younger, but yet it's bigger than the original.
That's
And then
crazy.
so how, and like this is like, I mean, this is, and like that. See, this is. Oh wait, sorry. This is one that hasn't been pollinated yet. See, I gotta like take a broom and beat these tassels. They go kind of to hit them, kind of like see the stuff flying off, and then it'll go in. These are unfertilized yet, right? They'll go to this color. See that means that they're good. That's like bam, they're dead to where the fallopian tube's been used. And I don't, and the beauty of it is that this is all like, this is going, okay, like I'm watching my plant instead of YouTube. Well, YouTube told me to treat you like this. I'm relying on them to tell me how to treat them. Like what do you like? You like purple? Okay, you like purple, and if I see somebody that's not quite purple, oh no, so I'll get these and I'll get them in a bag and I'll collect them, all different ones. And then I'll put them, I will, they call it manually fertilizing. like manually fertilizing them because the stages are. See, he's trying too hard, right? Because I plan them different because they're affecting each other. Like these guys are like, duh, I mean, this is like, I don't really know when to do them. Like I have been searching YouTube frantically. Like, how do you tell when your corn's done? How do you tell when your corn? Like different ways. How can I phrase like, how can you tell? Oh, this reminds me too. The coaling the crop is very important. Coaling it, cause see, like this, it's too much, right? To where, like lollipopping. If you have an apple tree and it's just overgrown, like I have an apple tree that has way too many apples, and I didn't know that. And I'm like, oh, like beautiful apples. And like, next thing I know, I'm taking a broom and I'm beating all the little tree, the little tiny, the lower ones, and because I learned
Beating
about
a tree.
lollipopping and lollipopping. I don't know anything about like. Can you lollipop a corn like corn? I kind of was because because like basically that's like lollipopping. It's like taking away the stuff that's sucking away the juices, and it all goes to the top. But I'm so glad I could share because I'm amazed. I'm like walking around going, ugh. It's like these gigantic, tiny little versions of Devil's Tower. That's some wooden shoes, man.
Yeah.
I tried to time lapse this stuff, but it's pretty crazy. And you can see how I planted some too deep. See, there's nothing that's too deep, which caused him to be affected. That you can like there's two here. There was here's one that's like see his feet are out of the ground. He's only got one, and then
Mm.
two. I don't know. It's weird. I could imagine having a whole field of like variables, and then like just taking like, okay, let's just take the left side of all these away, and then like take off every third one here, and the effects of each other, like growing next to if you're growing next to a tree that's like all messed up, and then the next one's like it could go, I'm better. You look, see to where like they're fighting. See this one is over that leaf. They're fighting. This is a huge struggle over the sun. It's like that's blatant. Like this is foul. This is all on purpose. It's not like an accident. I've been watching them because I noticed that I don't like them touching the ground. Like the whatever. Like for some reason, I know slugs. And slugs haven't. They don't. Corn is not susceptible. It is to bugs and
So
stuff,
what?
but
Hey, what type of insect like to eat the corn?
that's a good question. Bugs, problem, pests. I don't know. This is the fourth year, and I have not had any difficulties besides me planting them too late or too deep. They've always pollinated, um, but this year, all I wanted every year, I just want enough to plant the next year, and the next year, because I was down. I was down. I think I have like maybe not even a quarter cup of the original, and like I have like a quarter cup of each one, and so good I can restock my original seeds. Like I mean, this isn't really the original but it's I don't know. It's like, look at that. That's real because it says to make sure to test it to feel if the top's full, and it's not yet. They also recommend that to peel it back, but I haven't. I haven't had the guts. But this one's exposed. Like I haven't had to. It's just exposed. Um, my my I guess a medical whatever you want to call it. The other quote unquote plants. I got white mold, and it's not good, right?
Mm-hmm.
I should have caught it. I should have known because the way I was watering it was like just getting it, just very, very vulgar with the water. And this climate is not good for mold. But I was afraid of this crop getting it. And I don't see any signs. I don't know if it's not susceptible, but I haven't had any pests. I mean, there's ants and such, but I'm not seeing any damage. But yet, I don't know. Like this could be something I don't recognize it. These little tiny black dots. Like this could be mold. I don't know. I mean, can you see that? There are tiny little tiny dots.
Yeah. That's what. Hey, and I mean, not Ant. Shawnee, I could look at this forever, but fortunately, I
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
get off.
Sorry, I just want to catch the up. I had to share because it was like, this
No,
is
you're
this.
good.
I'm amazed. I'm like, oh my god, everybody
Good.
can do it. Anybody can do it.
There you
All
go.
right.
Thanks for sharing, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks, Leonard.
No
Don't
problem.
forget, some guy.
Oh, you started to book. Bros up. There you go. Shawnee boy, aka Random, Mr. Random fan. Much love to everybody. Much love, much love. So yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We've got Eternal, we've got Max, we've got Ants, Dino, Renegade One. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys. Oh, okay. Flat Earth stuff. You back? Did you manage to catch any of the stream today? It would have been good to have someone up here representing for Flat Earth, you know, maybe pick their mind a little bit. That would have been cool, but you know. Ruled by Saturn in the building. CC in the building. Yeah, good stuff. Eternal in the building. Good stuff, good stuff. Lay low. Yes. Good stuff. What's that? Yes, just had a fun shift. Yeah, all right. Nice. Okay. Yes. I'm glad you enjoyed. I'm glad you enjoyed. You know, I hope you take what you need to continue your journey, so to speak. Right? Yeah, we'll get there eventually. Keep in mind, right? Part 12. That should be with you guys maybe this weekend. I'm gonna try and upload it this weekend, right? Got a few things to do, but you know, I'll try and upload it this weekend and yeah, show you the homework. Show you the homework, you know. So yeah. It is what it is. It is what it is. Till next time, look after yourself, love over war, lay low.